Welcome in, everybody. We've got it fixed now. Audio was not working, but it's working now. So welcome in. You've watched about 4 minutes of the practice session while I've been rambling to myself. Still a bit of audio issues, but welcome in. We are at the Bristol Motor Speedway tonight for round 5 of Full Pedal Jackets Intimidator Cup Series. It is the First Lap Bandit 250 presented by JCB Excavation. Race title First Lap Bandit 250. You will remember the First Lap Bandit is Derek Preston in the 16. Unfortunately, having some really bad technical issues and some scheduling conflicts, and he feels really, really bad about not being with us. So, kind of wanted to dedicate tonight to him to make him aware that he's always out here with us, whether he's on track or not. So, Derek, if you're out there, you are awesome. You bring a whole lot of energy to the league, and we all feed off of it. And we hope to do that tonight and run a good one for you. So, about 5 minutes till we grid. Coming into tonight's race, about 70 degrees here, 3 p.m. local time start in the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. Pretty high humidity means the track's going to be pretty warm, so watch out for these guys. You can see it fighting the race cars on corner exit, especially on the bottom of the racetrack, so we'll see how they handle it. And as we get into this 250 lap event tonight, stages 60, 60, and 130 laps. And speaking of, we have a new award from our presenting sponsor, JCB Excavation Incorporated, and our good buddy William Rice. And it is a $5 payout to each of the stage winners. So definitely ups the stakes for these guys going into the stages. And then we've also got a bounty on the line, per se, if you can win both stages and the race. You can win all 3 of our stage breaks, per se. He is giving away a retro Dale Earnhardt hat from 2001, and I'll tell you what, it is a huge prize for anybody in this league that knows NASCAR. So watch out for maybe guys to be a little bit more aggressive than usual going for stage wins, and the race win, obviously, at the end of the night tonight. I think of what I have not covered yet. I already said 250 laps. Same thing as we did the first time we came here, but this time it's with stages, and this time is for points. So definitely a much different situation than what we were looking at last time around. You'll remember, if you were with us, Tyler Bentley drove away with that race in stage number 3. Ended up winning, leading the last 50 or 60 laps. Had to survive a couple of late race restarts in typical Bristol fashion. And to hold off the rest of the field. See if he can go 2 for 2, or if we have a new winner tonight. We see our pole sitter. You're looking at him right there. Well, you were for a second. He was at the bottom of your frame. Zach Lima's on the pole. And Jacob hops to his outside. So some guys with some strong qualifying runs, and we'll get into that a little bit more when the grid actually takes to the racetrack. 25 cars going to attempt tonight's race. Most of them familiar faces, a few new faces, some of which we've gone over, a couple of which we have not. So we'll kind of get into those storylines a little bit more. A lot to cover tonight. As the league goes on, more and more and more every single week that we have got to cover. So, I'm going to go back to points for a second. Coming into tonight's race, Tyler Bentley, we just talked about him. He is the points leader. A 2-point lead over a tie for second in points between his teammate Zach Camilla and Steve Korsek in the 27. For them, it's Korsek's teammate Zach Lima sitting in 4th, and Mason Hausman rounds out the top 5 in points. I know all 5 of those cars are near the front of the field tonight, so definitely a good start for them, and they're looking to continue on some positive momentum. After them, it's another Bentley Motorsports entry of Brady Shute in 6th in points. TJ Roberts is 7th in points. Matthew Fleming is 8th in points. Nathan Bentley is 9th in points, and Michael Lanfear rounds out the top 10 in points. The rest of the points will be on your screen. We're just on a little bit of a time crunch here, and we'll get to the points a little bit later on in the night, I'm sure, as we start to get through state points. Looking at a 3-wide battle there. It's going to be an entertaining race. It always is. Bristol is always a lot of fun, but Mason Hausman catches the wall there. It's going to be way more fun than it used to be. I can tell from the way this track races now. And these guys are definitely going to have a lot of fun running it. About a minute and a half till we get going here from Bristol. We'll get going here very, very shortly. Probably not enough time to get to talk to anybody. We'll try to talk to some guys after the race once we get through tonight's event. I think I'm finally through rambling for the race, so we got about a minute left until the field will take to the grid. Practice time shaping up similar to how qualifying did. Adrian Piedra running top of the board right now. Only wanted to break the 14.5s. Most of the field's in the 14s, though, back to about 15th place right now. Is in the 14s, and a few cars back from that, not far off at all. A couple thousandths off the 14s. A very competitive race coming up tonight. Maybe a little bit less about strategy than the last week was. Maybe a little bit more about track position and making passes and avoiding carnage. I expect a lot of it tonight. We'll try to get through the new names we haven't heard about. We talked a little bit about Brandon Williams last night. He's starting near the tail of the field. In fact, now that I look at it, maybe the only of our new names that are in here. Oh, no, Don Milkowicz is in here. Don Milkowicz, driver, the 54. You saw him in that 3-wide battle a second ago. He has joined us here. He's going to be competitive. He's a solid driver with a lot of speed. And interesting to see him try to tackle his first start against the rest of the field. Practice coming to an end. We will get these drivers on the grid. It'll be 2 pace laps. So hopefully plenty of time to get through the grid. It's going to be tough. We'll see if I can do it here. So we start the gridding process. I already talked about the front row a little bit. It's Zach Lima and Jacob Hopp. Lima's not quite taken to the grid just yet. There he is. 5 of Zach Lima. Jacob Hopp alongside him. Second row, the teammates, and the top 2 in points. Zach Camella sporting a brand new JCB Excavation paint job tonight. Blue and gray on that number 16. Honorary change in number there. It's another one of the things we're doing for our buddy Derek. He wanted to do that himself, and it's good to see him doing that. Alongside him, Tyler Bentley, the points leader, starts 4th. Definitely a car to watch out for in a long run. Row 3, Mason Hausman alongside Marcus Miller in the 34. Next row behind them, Michael Lanfear in the 013 Team Fist Racing entry alongside Steve Korosek. 3rd in points, or Lima's teammate. Next row, Clint McGill in the 19 out of Team Fist Racing alongside Justin Kane in the 12 machine. Next row back, Logan Ikra in the 13 alongside Shane Weatherington sporting the brand new number 8 this week. Next row back, DJ Thomas finds himself kind of deep in the field, gridding in the 13th position alongside of Matthew Fleming in the Beer Nut Chevrolet in the 14th position. In row number 8, we have 2 more Bentley Motorsports entries. It's Nathan Bentley and Ron Holmes in the 33. Row number 9 is going to consist of, there's Brandon Williams in his first start with full pedal jacket. Alongside him, Paul Ferdiani sporting the Skull Bandit colors this week. Let's row back from them. Brady Shue in the Coors Ford and Griffin Williams, the O2 Chevrolet. Next row back's where you'll find Don Milkowicz and Jonathan Hammond in the 92. And shotgun on the field is going to be Adrian Piedra. So a fast car, going to have to go from the back to the front. So the pace car will take the hard left. We'll be underway from Bristol. I'm ready for it. I hope you are too. Field off turn 4 in the hands of Zach Lima. Green flag is out. We're racing from Bristol. Boy, Clint McGill did not go. Falls about 3 car lengths off the leaders. Jacob Hopp doesn't really go either. He gets a good run off the high side, though. And here comes Hopp, looking for the race lead early. But drives it back to the inside, but Hopp's got the grip on the top. Battle for the race lead. Lima slides up in front of him and takes the race lead. Headed for lap number 2. Still green. Field starting to file to the top of the racetrack. Whoa! a spinner! Tyler Bentley, the points leader.
Oh.
It's like a one-car incident. You kind of saw it maybe at the back of your frame. I think he got clipped by the 17 of Hausman. He went in there a little bit too hard. So an early wreck, but luckily only one car involved, and I don't think Tyler's got that much damage. Just got a little bit squirrely, getting clipped by the 17, and does not even lose a lap. Gets it flipped back around and drive back to the front. It's a little bit easier here to get involved in a wreck, keep going. Not as aero-dependent here at Bristol. You can kind of drive around with a car that really belongs in a demolition derby and still run competitive laps. So an early caution here as we pace on lap number 4, coming to lap number 5. Not much change up front. Hausman's moved up a spot. Really not a big mover yet. Biggest mover I can see is Adrian Piedra. He's up 9 spots from 23rd to 14th here on the first 4 laps. So you knew he was going to be fast. He's been fast in all of his starts so far. He's going to be near the front if he can get there. Here in this one, he's up to 14th so far.
He did come into this one saying that this was his track and he guaranteed to win, so he's got a lot riding on his shoulders in order to hold up to that claim.
Well, yeah, you heard it last week when we talked to him. He was really, really definitive. He said, I will win next week. So obviously it's caution, kind of gives him a chance to re-rack, pass some more cars, and get closer to the front of the field. Other than that, not many changes. Justin Kane's up 3 spots since the green flag. Steve Korsek's up 2 spots. DJ Thomas up 3 spots. Matt Fleming up 3 spots. So kind of some guys just switching around, taking their time early. 2 cars that dropped the furthest on the first run, obviously Tyler Bentley, and Shane Weatherington is now 3 laps down, and he, I believe, disconnected. So some technical issues early on for Shane there. A tough break, but it's still really early if he can get back in.
Yeah, we've seen it before. A couple guys had those connection issues early and then get back in this race. And as it gets near the end, they have a really good chance to make up some positions, especially at a track like this where we know there's going to be hard racing. There's $5 on the line for every stage win. So we got some possibilities for a little bit of an extra caution spree than what we normally run.
And ironically, as we're talking about it, he comes back, and he is back in the session. So not going to lose too many laps. Should be coming close to 1 to green. Front row still the same. You saw Jacob Hopp kind of try to squeeze outside of the 5. The 5 got a little bit better run off 3 and 4, slid up in front of him. But Jacob Hopp competitive early, going for the race lead. Trying to get out front of the field.
He showed he could be fast, especially on the high side. He ran the high side for his qualifying run, I do believe, for the majority of that first lap, and did sit down a very low 15 lap, so he can get some speed on the high side, and here that may work to his advantage.
Down, coming to the green flag. It's Lima again. Green flag back out at Bristol, and Lima gets a really good start that time. Hop with the tires. Not going to quite be 3 wide. You notice those guys kind of taking it easy. So good job there by really Marcus Miller and Mason Hausman to give Hop room to get back up and not wreck the race car. Hill starts to search for the top lane. Camella forward to second because of the slide there by the 32. They'll start to try to run down Lima, so it's the Zach and Zach show at the front. And, car way off the pace. I think may have been the 40 of Brendan Williams. It is. Way off the pace. It's that 40 machine.
Might have gotten loose onto the apron and given everybody a chance to go by before he goes out on the track.
Back up to the front of the field, still Lima, Camella, Hop, and Hausman the top 4. Steve Korsek's made his way to the top 5. By virtue of the top line, not really going places. And yellow flag, yellow flag.
Oh, I heard a couple cars hit.
Oh, I hear cars crashing. It's Ron Holmes.
Yeah, Ron Holmes, Griffin Williams.
Weatherington is in it. Griffin Williams is in it, coming out right in front of the leaders.
We'll go back here and take a look and see exactly what happened since it was off the screen there.
Cars near the back. It was near the back of the field, I can tell you that much. It was close to the back of the field.
Yeah, I saw Ron Holmes' name pop up here, so we'll see exactly what his view was from this. Oh my. Well, it does look like Griffin may have made it out with not that much damage. We'll go ahead and back it up here a little bit and take a closer look to see what happened beforehand. Looks like Ron maybe just drove it out of the corner a little bit too hard, got loose, and then managed to clip the inside wall. And at Bristol, it may be a wide track, but it closes up quick whenever you're coming into the turns.
You come up on the wrecks really quick, and you don't have much time to react. And if you bounce off that inside wall, it shoots you back across the racetrack. And if you're either the guy that shoots across the racetrack or the guy coming on with a full head of steam, not much time to do anything to get out of the way, and it leads to some big pileups.
Yeah, but unfortunate for those two guys, they're going to be out an early fast repair here, and well, maybe it depends. It did look like there was maybe some contact that was netcode, so Ron may not be that bad off. He might be able to take optional repairs on that car. I can see some guys doing that early. 250 laps, even though it goes by fast, it's a lot of chaos that can happen.
So really, again, not much change in the running order. A couple guys making their way to the front. You see Don Milkowicz there on pit road. He will go a lap down. It'll be really close. Oh, maybe not. He may have beat the pace car right there. And he did. Pace mover still, Piedra. He's up 12 spots now, knocking on the door of the top 10. So give him 10 or 20 more laps. He'll be up here, most likely battling with the leaders. Biggest mover behind him is John Hammond. He's up 9 spots. Started the race in 22nd, up to P13. So we pace under the second caution of the day here on lap number 15. About a quarter of the way through stage number 1.
See a lot of these guys out here at front, up in front, running the high side, kind of following single file behind Lima there. Not want to burn up their tires. The high side is a faster way around the track over a long run, so looks like some of these guys are settled in for their positions here for a little bit of a long run, and are looking to see how much they can save over the guy in front of them at the end.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get into a long run. We haven't gotten one yet. Usually, last time we were here, it didn't happen until stage 3. So we'll see if once we get into the longer stage, if maybe green flag strategy starts to play a part. Pace car down again. Field again in the hands of Zach Lima. Green flag back out. We're back underway. And that's a better start for Camella, though. He's gotten a better start than Hop did. Hop, meanwhile, had Gorsuch on his bumper going into turn 1. Another rough start. Lima drives it off the bottom of the racetrack, but Camella drives it down the banking. He's there looking for the race lead. Mason Hausman's into third, looking for P2. He squeezes in the hole outside of Camella. Hausman battling up there for second place. Camella's inside Lima for the win, or for the lead. Excuse me. The win. Not even close to that yet. Looks like it though. Lima leads the field. Here comes Camella. He's there. Has to lift out of it though. That's going to allow Hausman to slip by for P2.
Ooh, wow.
Car in the wall. Korosek's hard in the wall.
Yeah, Korosek drove it in there a little bit hard and got into the back of Hop.
He doored the wall really hard. There you see Shane Weatherington down on the apron. He's going to go another lap down. A rough start to the night for the 8 car. So Lima continues to lead the field with Hausman in tow.
You see about 2 lines, I think, showing out here. Mason and Lima are running right up against the wall, and then you got Hop and Camella right behind them, kind of running that middle portion of the track. So.
Oh, look now. The 78's up to P8, charging hard. He's closing in on the back bumper of the 27 for position number 7. He's going to look for it right here. Nope, lifts back out of it. Oh, Korosek's in the wall again, though. Korosek's going backwards.
Yeah, I think he might have some right front damage. Now, it's not aero dependent, but that can mess up your steering here, especially if you hit it hard enough.
Adra is on a mission to the front. Top 5, still the same. Actually, it's Justin Kane in the top 5. Marcus Miller running 6th right now, but may not be very much longer as he's in the wall again. Piedra looks to the inside of the 34 and gets that position. Marcus battles back hard on the outside but catches the wall. We'll have to give it up.
Looks like he's running this like a dirt track, trying to clip that high side and get a good run, but it's not working too well for him.
Racing going on back here on P12. It's Clint McGill, Logan Eaker. Tyler Bentley's recovered up to the 14th spot so far. All Ferdiani back here sitting on the edge of the top 15. Matthew Fleming battling with him. Brady Shue is back here. Don Mickowitz is back here as well. Good four-car battle going on right here. You see Tyler going around Clint McGill. That's for 13th. Oh, cars crashing. I hear cars crashing.
I see Brady Shue and Don Milkowicz.
Oh, Ferdiani's in it. Griffin's in it again.
Ron Holmes.
Ferdiani's in it. Milkowicz is in it. Ron Holmes is in it. I think that may be everybody that was in it, though. Kind of look back through. Maybe Brady Shue. That's about where that four-car battle was happening that we had just got done talking about.
Yeah, we'll pull it up here and see exactly what went on.
Oh, some varying pit strategy here. And as you're probably looking at the replay, I'll keep you updated on it. Lima pits, Camella pits, Coruscant pits. Everybody else does not, it looks like. So, new leader is going to be Mason Hausman in the 17.
I think there's going to be some tempers after that one.
Oh boy.
Oh, maybe more than one. It looks like, I believe it was Paul Ferdiani might have clipped the outside wall and just got flat ran over by Brady Shue, caught up all four of those cars. Griffin had nowhere to go. He kind of was coming up with the head of steam, ended up into the back of Don Milkowicz, and then Marcus Miller also ended up running into somebody there as they were all checking up. So I'm sure there's going to be a couple of mad guys after that one.
We had mad guys last time. So, I mean, Bristol short track tempers. And they will flare, definitely. We'll see if it does just that tonight. Like I said, a few cars on pit road, so some varying pit strategy here. And Piedra actually peeled off on the next lap. So we'll kind of run through the grid once we get a little bit closer to green here. Hausman and Hop, the first two cars to stay out. So they'll be 1-2 on the green flag. The pitting cars are actually not going to be as far back as I thought they were, about P8 or P9.
Looks like it could be as close up to the front of the field as P7. Zach Lima gets scored, or either it's going to be between him and Matthew Fleming coming around in P7.
With only 30 laps here on the board, I don't know how important tires are going to be. Short tracks are typically not quite as important as they are a mile and a half, so we'll see if the cars that stayed out can hold off the cars that pit. So it is 7 cars that stayed out. It'll be Lima in P8. He's the first car, I believe, with fresh tires.
Matthew Fleming in P7, actually. He managed to get out right
Fleming,
in front of
okay.
Lima.
So 6 cars stayed out. Fleming, the first car to pit. So he'll have the fresh tires.
Ahead of him is going to be the next freshest tires out of that pack, with Tyler Bentley having to take that early pit stop after the first caution. 26 laps into those tires.
So we rack the grid. Hausman, Hop, Kane, Lanfear, and Ikra. That's the top 5 now, followed by Tyler Bentley. And the cars that pit under the caution: Matt Fleming, Zach Lima, Clint McGill with a good stop there. Adrian Piedra, that's the top 10. Rest of the lead lap cars: Nathan Bentley, Zach Camilla, Steve Korsak, Marcus Miller, Jonathan Hemmon, and DJ Thomas.
Seeing a couple guys go a lap down a little bit early in this, but that's just short track racing.
Green flag back out. Hausman, the control car, gets a pretty good restart. He's clear of Jacob Hop going into turn number 1. Oh, Lanfear doesn't really go as Hausman blinks out. We had this problem last time. Oh, chain reaction right back there around Zach Lima in 8th place. Oh, man. Oh,
3 wide.
Oh, can they hold on to it? They can. Good job by these guys back here to not force a red card. Spinning. Piedra's in the wall. Bentley's in the wall. Ooh. And they're spinning. Piedra's in the inside wall.
Spinning back up the track. I think he got into Camella there.
I think he did too.
Oh! I don't know if that was intentional, but that could have been a little bit of a temper flare up there. Oh, there are definitely not going to be some happy guys right now. I can tell you that. I would almost bet money that that caution was caused partially, in fact, by Zach Lima getting up into Tyler Bentley there and him trying to dive bomb in there and get to his rear bumper.
They squeezed really hard there. It was just a lot of cars in one spot at one time. It's never going to work. The second incident's come a little bit different. We're going to have to...
We'll have to go back and look at that one.
Oh my goodness. So a wreck-filled stage 1. Lots of cars torn up already. And some tempers maybe not doing so well here. Camelo was collected in the wreck with Piedra. Second wreck involved, of course, second Marcus Miller, and boy, it didn't look very good, I'll tell you that much.
We'll go back here. I'm trying to see if I can find...
Hurt race cars and hurt tempers. That's what you love about short track racing. It brings out the best and sometimes the worst in any driver that attempts it. So we'll kind of re-rack the running order. Corsek's got damage. Tyler Bentley's got damage. That's his second wreck of the night. Lots of cars with damage out of that one. Piedra was initially down on the bottom. I thought he was going to hold it down. Either slid back up the racetrack or rolled back up the racetrack. But regardless, I thought he had held his brakes. I thought he was going to stay down there. He didn't. And ends up collecting the 16 of Camelo. And Lima pits, by the way, from P6. So we'll go through the running order here in just a second. Camelo will be in front of the leader, so he will get his lap back here. Actually, he's still on the tail on a lead lap, sorry.
I think we may have to look at that that move by the 27 there. He does look like he was off the gas trying to roll through the corner, but right at the end he gets into it, so that one may be after the race review.
It was interesting, I'll tell you that much.
Trying to go back and see.
Guys not happy with each other already. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Trying to go back here and see if we can find maybe what could have caused Steve to do that.
So we'll get the green flag, we'll re-rack the field, and here's how they run. It's Hausman and Justin Kane now in the front row. Jacob Hopp and Logan Eaker the second row. Michael Landfair and Matthew Fleming the third row. Clint McGill and Nathan Bentley the fourth row. And Jonathan Hammond and DJ Thomas the fifth row. Behind them, Piedra, Tyler Bentley, Marcus Miller, Steve Korsek, Brady Shue, Zach Lima, and Zach Camelo are your lead lap cars. Hausman gets the green flag. We're back racing in Bristol. A good start for the 17. He's been pretty good at getting good restarts. He kind of stacks up in turn one a little bit back there around DJ Thomas, tailing the top 10. First battle on tracks for the fourth spot. Icarus outside of Michael Landfair. Good battle going on right here, side by side, door-to-door racing. Oh, cars going on the racetrack. They're wrecking again. Oh, did they save it?
Saved it. Oh, and then he loses it there.
No, he's going around. Oh, cars around. Nathan Bentley's in it. Piedra's in it. Weatherington's in it. Miller may be in it.
We just about saw what happened there. We're going to have to go back and look and see if maybe someone put Nathan around or if he just got loose where he got slid up the track.
Yeah, give me just a second while y'all take a look at it.
Oh man, there were two separate cautions going on right there.
So as we get closer to the end of first stage here, the shuffled running order. This is not the running order I expected. This early on in this one, Ray Shoe's back on pit road. Shoe there back on pit road. I think he was involved in that wreck.
Yeah, Brady, Ron Holmes, Griffin Williams, Don Milkowicz, I believe, and Brandon Williams were all involved in the first portion of that, where we saw DJ and Nathan kind of get into it. A couple guys went around and ended up spinning back down the track, collecting some guys running up on them, but
so when we get back to the green, it should be about 15 laps left in stage one. 15 laps, still a $5 payout. Mason Hausman, you can tell, wants it pretty bad, trying to break away from the field. He's gotten a couple of good restarts in a row. He was fast here last time we were here. It's no surprise he finds himself back at the front of the field this time around. Really, the first surprise, obviously, no dig at this guy, but Logan Eek running fourth right now. Definitely his best run of the season so far. He's hanging around up front. And it's good to see him running so well. He puts the practice in to get it done. And he's been wanting to get faster, and he's doing just that tonight. So good to see him running really well so far. We'll re-rack the field. Here on lap number 46, we'll go on the board. 15 to go in stage number 1. Hausman and Hopp still the front row. Kane and Ikra, row 2. Lanfear, Fleming, row 3. Thomas Lima, row 4. McGill, Tyler Bentley, row 5.
You know, one thing we also... I think we need to say here real quick. You're fine. Is the Team Fizz guys, all of them are up there inside the top 10.
Yeah, good run for Team Fizz so far. So back into the green flag. Hop gets a better restart that time compared to Hausman. Brissett looking middle, going to pull out of it. Hop gets a huge run off turn 2. Holy cow, he drove that thing in. Drives it in hard into 3, not going to get it. Hausman so good off the top of the racetrack. He's going to get back out front of the field, headed for turn 1 with 14 to go in stage number 1.
If Mason's running like this for the rest of the race, he may very well win this thing.
He is very, very good so far. He's on it. Hausman leads the field by 3 car lengths. Where Jacob Poppy blinks out, so I'm going to have to maneuver back through the field. Justin Kane is 3rd. Ikra's still 4th. Fleming's up to 5th. Lima's up to 6th. Lanfear hanging around in 7th. Thomas, 8th. Tyler Bentley back up to 9th. And Zach Camelli's teammate in 10th, under fire from Steve Korsak for that position. Here comes Lima for P5. Hausman continues to try to drive away from the field. Oh, Ikra was looking for P3, asked for too much. Now he's going to get freight train. Oh, he tried to come up in that gap. Not going to happen for him, though.
Yeah, this is about the point. If you've been running the bottom, the tires will fade.
Oh, man, he's going backwards. Oh, DJ Thomas in the wall. Whoa. Oh, man, Ikra is falling like a rock. This guy's found the top. Whoa. One car sending it into 3. I think that was Hamlin. Holy cow, he was bombing. Off into turn number 3 there. Gager making his way back up through the field as well. Guys blinking out everywhere in this race. Whoa! Justin Kane got loose.
Maybe loose, maybe a little bit of contact. It's hard to tell here, but either way, good job keeping that car running.
Lanfear up, and Hausman, man, he is gone with 7 to go in stage number 1.
I think Lima's putting... I think he's just putting too much pressure on Hop in order to let him really go. They're racing for 2nd place, and Mason's taking full advantage of it.
He's got past him now, so 6 laps to go. Hausman's trying to stay in front of the 5. 5's on a mission. It's closing in. Maybe not as fast as he wants to. Let's go by quick here. 5 laps to go in stage 1 for Mason Hausman. He'll reach his first lap traffic here in about the next lap or 2. It's going to be Griffin Williams and Brandon Williams. And caution! I'm trying to see... Yeah, that's it.
And that will be our caution, leading us into stage number 1. So the recipient of the first ever JCB Excavation Incorporated Spectre Stage Award will be Mason Hausman. He just made $5 off of running that great race right there at the end off that last restart.
So stage 1 in, obviously results are going to be a little bit weird. So we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. I know Hausman and Lima Hop were the top 3. I believe Piedra was 4th. He was either 4th or 5th. And Fair was inside the top 10. Korosek, Kane, Camille, and Bentley. I believe that's the stage points. So Hausman and the rest of the leaders will pit. Some of them pit last lap. So we'll see if we get a shuffle here. And who's leading the race?
Expect to see quite a few guys stay out and get that free wave as well. So.
Yep, you see Milkowicz and Holmes doing just that. As well as Griffin Williams and Brandon Williams. I believe Korosek's the first car to stay out. He does.
While we're waiting for him to re-go here.
I don't think he pit last time by, so I think he's staying out here.
While we're waiting for them to re-rack here and get the end of this stage over all these yellow flags, we're going to go back here and see exactly what caused that caution to come out. I'm seeing here Tyler Bentley was involved in it. Oh, a couple guys into the wall. Yep, and that'll do it. Just looks like a couple guys getting a little bit too tight coming out of the corner up into the wall, and then a little bit of a chain effect as they stacked up on top of each other. Tyler spins down to the bottom of the track.
So we'll start stage 2 when we go back green. So Piedra looked to be second. He did get a pit road penalty. It's going to require him to drop to the end of the line. So tough break, another tough break in a list of tough breaks for Piedra tonight. Should get one to go right here. It means we're going to be going back green on lap 62. And that's exactly what's going on.
Real Venom, thank you for the follow up there. We appreciate all you guys watching.
Yeah, definitely appreciate everybody that shows up on Twitch and YouTube to check out our content, give us a chance to bring you some great racing. And we sure hope it's entertaining to you, because I know it's entertaining to us. Watching these guys is impressive. A lot of these guys are very, very good. They get to showcase it. Going back green, it's Korosek and Fleming on the front row now, as the Team Fist cars are 2, 3, and 4. Green flag of the 27 of Korosek. He gets a decent run.
Whoa, some tires spinning. Oh, no.
Look from the field. They're spinning. They're wrecking. Lima's in the wall. Big wreck. This is a big wreck.
That is a parking lot caution right there.
Parking lot. Well, actually,
I see a couple guys got through, but
a lot of cars got through it. So hang on just a minute.
I don't know. I'm seeing Brady Shue, Paul Ferdiani, Griffin Williams, Tyler Bentley, DJ Thomas.
Taking a very unorthodox approach.
Well, I guess if you're already facing that way and the pace speed's slower, it might be faster to just go around in reverse.
This is some car control right here if I've ever seen it. He's kicked it into reverse. He was spun around against the wall and decides, I'm going to drive to the pace car in reverse. And this is amusing stuff right here. We're going to keep it on him for a second, because this is...
How far is he going to go?
I've never seen before. He's trying to go back around to the rest of the field.
I want to see if he's going to blow his engine. We need to go back and watch that caution, but this is just...
He's starting to lift now. This is exquisite car control right here. This is Ricky Bobby style reverse driving right here. I love it.
Well, you know what they say, you got mirrors, so how about using them? He's using them right now.
He's only going about 55 miles an hour, but still, imagine reversing down the highway in your car out there in rush hour traffic at 55 miles an hour, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. This is wow.
It's like those videos where you got somebody in the passenger seat asleep and you go and yell as you're coming up on them.
Oh, you're yelling on coming up on a truck. Oldest trick in the book.
All right, we'll
pile back up here to the leaders. Oh, wow.
Let's take a look and see exactly what happened there in that caution as well.
I have to re-rectify. I don't even. This race has gone off the rails. Anyway, so Corsek's still out front. Landfear actually made his way to second. Mason Hausman is third. McGill is fourth, but he's got damage off his teammate. Justin Kane is fifth. Eker sixth. Hammond seventh. Tyler Bentley eighth. Piedra ninth. And Ron Holmes in the top 10. Griffin Williams has made his way back up to 11th. Zach Lima's 12th, although I don't know if he's still backwards or not. I don't know if he's going to do all of the pace laps backwards. Let's go find out. Why not? As well.
We will.
Oh, no, he's facing the right way now.
We'll get the caution brought up here in just a moment. Had a little bit of a software issue there.
I've got race chatter in my ear, and this race is off the rails. All right. We'll kind of try to get it back here. And sir, you have disconnected. All right, radio broadcast time. I can tell you we're not going green yet, although we are about to, so I'll do the best I can. We had this problem last week too, so I'll do it again. No problem at all. I'll try to give you the best commentary as possible.
We will rejoin here shortly. Apologize to everybody.
Corsac and Landfear are the front row, and Steve's actually going to swap, so he's going to take the top. So the first time we've seen a guy take the outside on a restart. Whoa. All right. Field in the hands of the 27 of Corsac. Pace car takes the left-hand turn. 27 of Corsac gets the green flag, and we're back underway, and that's a really botched start. Two cars get away, Corsac and Hausman. So they're off turn 2 and onto the backstretch. Corsac pulling away a little bit. He's about 2 car lengths out in front of Mason Hausman there. First battle is for 4th with Clint McGill, Logan Eker, and Justin Kane. Corsac continues to lead by 2 car lengths, and we're back under the yellow flag. And we're piling them up in turn 1 again.
Well, at least for all of you out there watching, you didn't miss very much racing.
Clint McGill is in the wreck. Griffin Williams is in the wreck again. Nathan Bentley was not involved. He was close. He was not involved.
We are struggling to get going here. There we go. We should be getting back up here in just a moment. Loading back in now.
Corsac is still the leader. The running order has not really changed beside Clint McGill.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to go back and review the last 2 cautions. So I
can't tell you what happened other than it was another parking lot in turn 1. It started with Clint McGill. He already had damage off his teammate on the restart. I'll tell you what, this race is going to come down apparently to who has the least damaged race car when we actually get done. So it's going to be who can limp their car around, because it seems like just about everyone's had to use a fast repair. They only have 2, and we're not even close to halfway. It's a long way to go in stage 2.
This just makes me excited for us coming back here in the playoffs, racing on the dirt version of Bristol.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, take this and throw dirt on top of the pavement. And no less a cutoff race at the end of our first round of our playoffs. So that's going to be something else.
I do agree. It is the Caution 500 at Bristol.
I'm supposed to pass the pace cars, but they gave me black flag. Thank you.
Get that cleared off there, and I believe we are back.
Are we back? I believe we're back. 573. Sun has come out onto the racetrack. I can tell you some guys in dire straits after the wreck. Zach Camella, Adrian Piedra, Don Milkowicz, I believe Matthew Fleming may have had a faster pair left, so I'm not going to comment on him. So some guys high in points, not having the day they wanted. We're going to have some shakeups here. Other than the front two. Obviously, the front two running top 5 in points. But from there back to Tyler Bentley, those 3 cars between those two. I see Justin Kane is locked in the playoffs, but Ikra and Lanfear, man, they need good runs today.
They very well may get them. They're sitting right there around the playoff bubble, so this could be their opportunity. You know, I always say there's only difference between the super speedways in Bristol is that whenever you crash, you're going close to 200 instead of around the 150 range like they do here.
Also have a lot more time to react at those racetracks than you do at this place, so...
It's very, very hard to dodge.
Pick the outside again. He'll control the restart as guys scramble to get in their restart spots. Green flag is back out again.
Oh.
On the wall, Logan Eaker on the restart slid the tires.
And somebody's around.
Wrecking again.
I'm thinking at this point some of these guys may need to start in the 3rd gear. I believe they are still somebody in the wall back there.
32, Jacob Hobbs, the car I see off the pace.
We'll switch back here and see exactly what happened.
I can tell you we do not have very happy drivers, so if you like that kind of race, we have got the product for you tonight.
Oh my.
Holy cow, oh man, we got some angry drivers. Stick around, by the way, after the race, because at this rate, I mean, we're going to have some of our best interviews of the season, because there are guys that are mad right now. So, as you expect from a short track. But man...
You know, I can't think of any other race that would be well, if the stream title or if the title stayed the same, I will get working on that. But I don't think there's any other race that would be better to be the first lap Bandit official race than this, because it looks like these guys are sending it on the first lap of every restart in honor of Derek Preston.
Wow, we're really following in Derek's footsteps tonight, man. Oh, man. We love Derek, though. You've heard from him a couple times. He's a loose cannon, but the best kind of loose cannon. So we'll re-rack the field. Likely on lap number 80, I believe, is when we'll go back to green. The race is trudging along here. I'm hoping once we get into stage 3, we may hit a long run, and then a long run obviously is where you see Tyler Bentley shine, and he's running in a pretty decent spot.
Yeah, Tyler Bentley, Jacob Hopp, if he can stay up in it, he's shown that he's got some speed on a medium length run. So on a long run, I expect him to be able to carry that car through there. And then it'll be interesting to see how Steve handles it. On these shorter runs, he seems like he's been struggling, but we know he's kind of a long-run guy. Once he gets out in clean air, he just can take sail like we saw him do at Las Vegas. So it's very possible he could do it here.
It'll be lap 81, by the way, when we go back to green. Lap 81.
And if you want to hear just how mad these guys are, I can guarantee you, if you're watching us on YouTube, you should be on the lookout for some radioactive coming from our past 3 races, this one being included in that. Should be done in production here very soon. We're looking at getting them released by most likely the end of this week. So stick around and you can see a little bit of an insight as to what the drivers are saying to each other.
Last week's is going to be good, I can tell you that much. Well, all of them are good. I mean, obviously we have some radio gems every week, but this week's is, oh boy. 81 will go on the board, and when we go back to green, it'll be Core second. Hausman still in the front row. Lanfear, Kane, Hammond, Ikra. Lineup really not changed very much. Camella's tore his way back up to P10. He's got a hurt race car, but most everybody does. First car lap down is DJ Thomas in 17. Still in the hands again of Steve Corsick. Off turn 4, coming to the green flag. Green flag back out. Oh, Steve maybe a little bit slower restart that time. Hausman's there. Sends it in. He's going to try to slide. Not going to work, though. Steve's outside, but wow, what a run off turn 2 by Hausman.
You know, Mason did say he really wanted that hat. He's driving like it.
That car is turning really well right now. I can tell you that much. He really wants this lead, and he's got a good car to do it.
Yeah, Matthew Fleming was unfortunately involved in a caution while we lost our video feed. So he's moved his way towards the back of the field now, unfortunately for him.
Probably was the caution that I didn't catch. It was the back of the field. Griffin Williams off the pace in turn 3. You're going to see him right here as the field rolls by him. Rough night for Griffin. Although, we've said that in the past, and then I'll look back 50 laps later, and he's in the top 10. So, you never really know. Griffin is...
If there's any race where limping the car to the end is going to get you some points, I think it's going to be this one.
4 second Hausman is still the top 2. They pulled away from the rest of the field. Justin Kane secured P3. Battle on for 4th between Pietra and Lanfear. First battle on the racetrack. Pietra's going to lose that spot to Lanfear, and Lima's going with him.
We saw some, for the past few weeks, a couple of Pietra and Justin Kane fans going at it out there in the chat, so this will be a great race for them, looking at it being so close together for, I think, the first time.
Oh! Car in the wall, Lanfear, Lima! Oh my goodness! Car's off the ground, car's spinning, Hammond's around. And we're back under the yellow.
For a second there, I thought that Lima might have hit a dirtle at the top of the track.
Holy cow, that car was airborne.
I'm seeing Lima, John Hammond.
Ikra's in it, I think, as well.
Ikra.
Well, maybe not. Well, he didn't have any... Well, does he have damage?
I don't know. We'll go back and see. We'll get a closer look here at exactly what happened. But that was not good for a couple guys running up front, and not good for tempers, I'm sure, either.
We're awfully lucky we don't have what iRacing had planned on adding as the new damage model. We'd have parts everywhere on the racetrack right now. Parts are... Man, these cars are destroyed. They're getting mad. It's Bristol at its finest. Or at its worst, depending on how you look at it.
We'll watch.
Stephen Hausman, Stephen Mason continue to be the class of the field under the yellow. They have run 1-2 for about the past 30 laps now.
Jonathan Hammond in it. Tyler Bentley is in it. Oh, Ikra may have just barely made it out. Wow.
He came to a stop.
He did indeed. He came to a complete stop. Oh, DJ Thomas hits the pit wall into the water barrels. Unfortunately for him, those are concrete barrels in iRacing. A couple of guys having a really bad contact there. One guy we were just talking about, though, Matthew Fleming, gets through completely clean, so that's good for him.
It may not even matter how many incidents you get through clean. It may just be who can be in the least amount of them when we come to the end of the race. So it's who's going to survive at this point, seems like.
I tell you what, these two guys right here at the front probably did not like that caution at all. They're going to have about a, what are we looking at here, 6 lap shootout to the end of this stage? Or to get to lap 100, my bad.
Yeah, to get to 100. Stage isn't for another almost 30.
I was going off of
dead even on 30, actually coming to 29, we hit the line next time by.
I thought we were running the trucks for a minute there. That's my bad.
Well, pretty close. Close enough. But
they definitely don't like stacking these cars back up again, especially As we've seen some of these guys spin the tires on the restarts, it's not fun to be out there in the front. Looks like Steve's going to take the bottom lane this time around.
Nope. Last second decision goes to the top. Oh, Zach Lima disconnected again. Well, he was already in the wreck anyway, but...
Yeah, I believe he is out of fast repairs. It's going to be a real bad point save for him. Tied with Zach
He is
Camella.
back. He is back.
Mhm.
So he's no longer disconnected. He is back in the race. It'll come off turn 4. Corsac, Hausman, Kane, Lanfear, Camilla, Bentley, Hop, Fleming, and Holmes. Top 9, Piedra finishes the top 10. He'll off turn number 4. Green flag back out. Corsac and Hausman on the gas. Headed for turn 1. Good start for Michael Lanfear. Holy cow, shot out of a cannon. He does back off the corner, though, so it allows Kane to get inside of him for 30. He'll secure that position headed for turn 3. Tyler Bentley looking for 4th. Big move on Lanfear. Can't get it done. His teammate, Camella's going to maybe try to freight train him here. Field heads for turn number 1. Corsac, 3 car lengths out in front of Mason Hausman, making it now 5 car lengths off turn 2. Kane has begun to creep up on the 17 of Hausman for 2nd.
Just Kane's a fast guy, yeah. He's already won a race here, so maybe looking to grab $5 in another one with the way that he's driving that car right now.
As Hausman maybe running down the course like a little bit. They may have both hit the wall right there. Cars in the wall everywhere.
Yeah, don't look now. It looks like Zach Camella has passed his teammate back there and is working on Michael Lanfear.
Oh, big wreck.
I heard it.
Oh, leaders are coming up on the wreck. Oh, this is going to be a really bad situation over here. Oh, Ron Holmes. Oh, Nathan Bentley is in the wall.
Might have been a Bentley Motorsports friendly fire incident again. We'll go back and look at exactly what happened. So let's see here.
Take a look at it.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, unfortunate for Clint McGill. Both of the Williams, both Brandon and Griffin Williams, Don Milkowick's involved in that as well, but hey, what?
Cars pitting. Oh, a couple cars don't. Like most cars don't. And how about that for a new leader? Michael Lanfear, Team Fist Racing, is going to take the lead.
So Michael is out here on no pit stops. Well, I am actually probably completely wrong because I forgot that I got disconnected. So we're going to throw that completely out of the window right now because I know for a fact Zach Camilla pitted and it's saying that he's on 98 laps.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can make it 98 on one set of tires. I mean, you could try.
Hey, you never know. With the way that this race has been going, I think they've only made it 60 laps.
Oh,
so.
man. Fleming and Marcus Miller pit here.
Yeah, I expect to see a couple guys who maybe stayed out a little bit longer. Hey,
Just
you know,
now crossing the lap 100 threshold.
5 laps, 5 incidents of Bentley Motorsports friendly fire incidents. That's what Full Pedal Jacket's all about.
Cautions breed cautions, and boy, that's been the story of the afternoon so far, the evening per se. It's just yellow after yellow. Longest green flag run we've had, I think, is 9-10 laps, probably. Somewhere close to that, at least.
I'm thinking this is how the actual Bristol race is going to go this weekend.
Oh, the Bristol Dirt Race. Yeah, I would not doubt it. These guys are... Okay, we got one to go right there. We'll go green on lap 102, so about 19 to the stage 2.
Lanfear taking the outside.
I'm telling you what, he keeps up the momentum and keeps up where he's at on track. Tyler Bentley's put himself in a good place if we can somehow manage a long run in stage 3. Landfair takes the outside. It'll be Camella, Bentley, Hop, and Milkowicz, the top 5. McGill 6th, Kane 7th, Corsick 8th, Ikra 9th, and Hausman in 10th. 14 cars on the lead lap. Still in the hands of Michael Landfair. Green flag, good start. Well, it was a decent start for Camella, but Landfair gets a good jump. Jumping up the gears. And he's away with the lead. How about Michael Landfair? Leading the pack in Bristol. Car in the wall, Clint McGill. And they're wrecking.
Cautions breed cautions, especially at Bristol. Oh, I can, if those two cars made contact right there, I can tell you, that's going to be a spicy bit of conversation.
I don't think it was them. I think from the radio, Bentley got run over trying to miss it.
We'll go back up there. It looks like might have to back it up and see exactly what happened. Three wide into the corner. Steve just kind of puts Clint McGill around. Mason gets caught up in it. Piedra gets caught up in it. Matthew Fleming. Whoo! My, you could have probably fit a piece of paper between him and his teammate Clint McGill in that one. Marcus Miller, the no-lift king, is involved in it. And it does look, I am not entirely sure who that is. Looks like somebody may have just caught Nathan down on the apron. It's hard to slow down there. Unfortunate for all the guys involved in that, but as many wrecks as we've had just as many close calls, I think.
Back when Fleming had internet that wouldn't serve him well, it seemed like he could never catch a break, and now it's like quite the opposite. Man,
disconnects next lap.
Well, yeah, probably. Typically, I jinx people. Well, actually, typically that's you, but...
That's why I'm refusing to say anything about it, but...
Good. Please don't say anything about anyone in this race.
You know what? We're going to have 30 more cautions by the end of this race. Maybe it'll work in the reverse this time.
The way this is gone, man, we don't need any more jinxing than we can get here. Oh, man. Still having fun. Still having fun. The way this race is going kind of allows some guys that wouldn't normally be up here near the front. Again, not a dig at these guys, but just guys that are finding their way to the front, taking advantage of their circumstances. Obviously, Landfair leading the race with coming to 14 to go in the stage. So he's making the most of it. Jacob Hopp's still up near the front. Saw him run to the front last week as well. Don Milkowicz in his first start, he's running top 5. Justin Kane, Fleming, they're all up near the front. Tyler Bentley is still 3rd. Logan Ikra's clawed back up into the top 10. He's 8th. Piedra's 9th. And Hausman's back into the top 10. 14 cars on the lead lap now, so the rest is Corsick, Hammond, Miller, and Holmes. 1 lap down, Nathan Bentley and Clint McGill. 2 down, Griffin Williams. 3 down, Brandon Williams. 6 down is Zach Lima. 7 down is Paul Ferdiani, who's called it a night. 10 down is Brady Shue, who is still running. And from there, Shane Weatherington and DJ Thomas ran out the remainder of the field. Pace cars off. 13 to go in stage number 1. Landfair and Camella get us back going. And Camella's there on the restart.
A little bit of contact there. I'm not sure if that was a bad start or a good start from one. Oh!
He wrecked him!
Oh, that is not going to go over well.
Get back over here to the front of the field. It's Camella out front with his teammate behind him in second now. And oh boy, he clipped him. He got him right there.
We may see that 013 car become very difficult to pass here.
Oh! He thought about it. Well, he's gonna try to hold his line here.
Oh!
Wrecking Landfair again!
I hear a couple of cars in that one.
Oh, big wreck.
That was we may have to go and look at that one at the end of the race. So it looks like we're gonna get the 27 and the 34 into the full pedal jacket hauler at the end of this race, as well as the 16 and the 013. And we're gonna have to look over that and see exactly what happened with those two.
You want to go back and take a look at the wreck? I know I didn't catch the whole thing.
And we will do that. So we will back it on up. Oh, Lamphere is just turning it in a little bit hard there. I don't think you can fault him for that. I think the only thing you could fault for that is just the car being down on power and getting a bit better grip coming down the track for that one. But whenever it comes to the first incident between him and Zach Camello, we'll have to look at that one. And that's exactly what we will do. We can get into the cockpit view here.
It's still Camella out front here. We'll have a shootout to the stage. Lap 120. We should get one to go. So we should have about a 5-lap run, obviously with another caution. It'll be the end of the stage. So this is a zip for stage 2.
Hold on a minute.
And I can tell you guys have called it a night now. Paul Ferdiani, we already talked about him calling a night. The teammates, Lima and Korosek, they are done for the evening. They have called it a very early exit here. Obviously, Lima connection. Huh? We haven't one for Steve either, and he dumped Marcus earlier. We can't give one now. It's inconsistent. Yeah, it's inconsistent. No, I'm not giving one. It's inconsistent.
We're gonna have to have a conversation with some drivers at the end of this one.
Oh man. Well, we'll get regrouped. And at this point, it's gonna be who's left at the end of the race. At this point, man, jeez. I mean, you want your upset winner? This is your best shot this year. With Lima out, he's won a race. Camella has won. He's leading, but next car back to win is Justin Kane in 6th. Our winners this year, Camella, Kane, Lima, and Bauer. Colin did not start the race. Lima is out of the race. Kane is 6th. And Camella is leading. Other than that, a bunch of guys looking for their first win. Teammates on the front row, Camella and Bentley. Ikra and Hop, row 2. Kane, Milkowicz, row 3. Hausman, Fleming, row 4. Miller and Holmes, row 5. Green flag for Camella and Bentley. And wow, what a start! Oh, Camella, the tires gets hit wrecking.
What a shift he didn't do. Justin Kane involved in it.
I think we talked about the 2 winners.
Ron Holmes, I think that was just about every Bentley Motorsports car that got into that one.
Tyler Bentley, meanwhile. Bentley snuck through it. Whoa, Ron Holmes.
Friendly fire.
I don't think it's more friendly fire. I think Camella got a bad restart. I saw that.
Oh, yes, he definitely did. Spinning it there.
I think he got run into turn 1. I think maybe Ikra clipped him. Kind of same deal as we saw with Hausman and Camella earlier.
It might have been a bump and run gone wrong, or
Bentley, sorry. Hausman and Bentley.
See Clint McGill go in there. A couple of fast cars involved in that. We were just talking about Justin Kane and Zach Camella both.
I talked about the 2 winners, and they wreck.
Hey, maybe I've passed the curse on to you.
Wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Well, We have a...
This is going to be the end of stage 2. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, yes, it will. So we will go ahead and look at our stage 2 finishers. Looks like Bentley, Ikra, Hop, Milkowitz, Kane, Hausman, Fleming, Miller, Hammond, and Comella manages to get back in 10th position. So still some stage points there.
So the way everything's looking now, Dustin Kane is still 4th, but he was... Well, he's actually on pit road now, but he was pretty badly damaged in that wreck. So...
Well, one other thing we have to mention here as well is our JCB Excavation Spectre Stage Award goes to Tyler Bentley, $5 richer.
Yeah.
So that is a good caution for him.
With two different stage winners, the bounty of the Dale Earnhardt retro hat goes on. Nobody's going to win both stages and the race. So it'll continue next week at Atlanta. So it'll be Tyler Bentley right where he wants to be, right at the start of stage 3, and that's what I kind of alluded to it, where Tyler wanted to be out front. If there was any chance of a long run, he wanted to be out front where he could take the lead and run away. We saw him, I mean, last time, it's just absolute class of the field. After about lap 30 of a run, he was putting down laps I've never seen guys put down before.
Hey, and also Mr. Confident, Adrian Piedra, back in 4th place here, as well as Hops, who started outside pole position, is still hanging around there in 3rd. So 2 fast guys who can maybe give him a run for his money on these long runs right behind him as well. So
I can tell you this is definitely our most warped lineup of the year. Based on who's fast, Tyler Bentley's going to take the outside on the restart. But it'll be Bentley, Ikra, Hop, Piedra, Milkowitz, Kane, Fleming, Hausman, Miller, and Comella. And then Nathan Bentley, John Hammond, and Ron Holmes is the lead lap. Landfair and McGill are the 2 lap down cars. Griffin 3 down, and Brandon Williams 7 down. Last cars on track. Brady Shue 11 laps down, and Shane Weatherington is 12 laps down.
Hey, Shane's getting ready to pick up another position, 2 more around, and he will pass Steve.
We're gonna have a race for 19th place, I think. Green flag. Tyler Bentley gets away from Logan Ikra on the restart. Stage 3 Bristol's underway.
Almost 3 wide.
3 wide. Whoa.
They were thinking about it.
Wow, good job to get it sorted out, though. Bentley, though, he's going to have some stiff competition coming in the mirror.
Now, these are the 2 guys out in front.
We talked about it at the beginning. Here comes Piedra. Oh, man, this is...
Ooh, making it to the inside there. Caution is out.
Piedra got there. I'll tell you what. This is going to be a really good race up here between these two. These two...
Tyler Slow Bentley and Adrian Mr. Confident Piedra are going to go at it.
We waited all race to get just past halfway to finally see these two battle it out. Obviously, with Piedra being so confident and Bentley dominating last time, these were the 2 cars I wanted to see duke it out, and that's exactly what they're going to do here with just under half the race to go.
We're going to go back. I saw Marcus Miller might have been involved in that, so we're going to take a look back and see exactly what happened. Oh, it looks like it's just a 1-car crash. Oh, my. I don't think I can say it enough. Every time there is a car going around on the track, Matthew Fleming is nearby and squeezes through. He almost got put into the outside wall. Well, that one was just a solo crash we saw from Marcus Miller. Maybe just pushing the car a little bit too hard coming out of the turn, so not too much to talk about there.
We'll re-rack the field. I'm telling you what, we get into a green flag run, man, these front 2 are going to duke it out.
Oh,
they were starting to for a second. And And we got the caution there. Hausman's actually worked his way back up as well. He's back to 4th. And we got some fast cars up here late in this one.
Yeah.
Well, late. I say about halfway through.
All of these guys pitted on lap 119 that are up here in the top 6, so.
Fleming's still up there. Marcus Miller's made his way back up to 7th. Ron Holmes is in the top 10. He's running 8th. Ikra hanging around in 9th. Jacob Hopp is 10th. Some guys having some desperately needed good runs tonight.
Biggest mover out of these top guys is going to be Tyler Bentley, up 17 positions.
Oh yeah, since he was in the caution, biggest mover in the race is Piedra.
Yeah, very much so.
Shotgun on the field in 23rd and sits P2 with about 120 laps to go. This has just been one of those races. You're not going to have, especially at a short track, you are not going to go green the whole way. We didn't expect to. And it's been one of those days. If you like wrecks, we have got plenty of them for you. You have gotten your fill tonight. And it's not over. That's not a if it's over. No, it's not over.
You know, it's a good thing they call Bristol the last great Coliseum because these guys have went to battle tonight with their cars. Yeah. I'm excited to see what the rest of this is going to bring. We'll see if we can get into another long green flag run like what happened the last time we came here to Bristol.
Whoa, Jonathan Hammond trying to get in spot. Oh, now he does. Well, maybe not. Yeah, he does. So Bentley picks the outside like he did last race start. This time, though, it's Piedra to his inside. Hausman and Kane behind them, waiting to pounce. Pace cars up. Field in the hands of Bentley. Green flag. Good start for Tyler. Good start for Hausman. Holy cow, he shot out of a cannon headed for turn 1.
And, wow.
Oh, my goodness. Piedra on the bottom. And
he made that work.
I told you this was going to happen. Here comes Bentley trying to battle back on the outside. Not quite. New leader, Adrian Piedra. And I believe they may be, well, there's a car on the wall and they're wrecking again.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, it's Holmes. It's Ron Holmes. Oh, no.
It's unfortunate.
Ron. Oh, no.
We'll go back and see what happened.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my. Might have been a little bit of a speed differential. Oh, that's just some net code. Looks like Don Milkowicz gets net coded into Ron Holmes. No. And then again some friendly fire. I think Brady Shue may have been the thing that ultimately ended Ron's race. Alpha there. If he decides to park it, that is, but spun him around. Not too bad of a caution. It looks like Ron netcoded pretty much completely through Don, so good for one of the two, but unfortunate.
Not good for Ron, that's for sure.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Ron Holmes.
It's Piedra, Hausman, Bentley, the top 3.
First to third, that quick. That's how quick it can happen on a track like this. For Tyler Bentley. And these guys have got to go the rest of the way. No more stage cautions. So we're definitely going to see some sort of pit strategy come into play.
Maybe.
This last stage.
Because
I think ultimately it's going to come up to the cars who aren't damaged. I mean, you gotta.
Aren't damaged.
You kind of gotta just. That's true, but you gotta decide if you, if you pit early and maybe take tires to get some more grip, and get fuel to make it to the end during one of these cautions, you're going to be behind some guys that are going to be significantly slower than you. And are you going to be able to have enough to make up all of that time as it goes on, especially if there are more cautions we see most of the guys end up wrecking off the restart, so it's a dangerous place to put yourself.
So I go back to green. 113 to go, so kind of getting down to the end stages of this one, although plenty more cautions to come here.
Oh, yeah. Well, if these guys keep racing like this, we're either going to end with 4 cars or we're going to end under yellow and run out all 3 of our green-white checkered attempts. But plenty of points to be made here for some of these guys. I mean, you may have a wrecked race car, but Griffin Williams has earned his spot into the top 10 in points by just running around with whatever he's got, whatever he can manage to get onto the track. You see a couple of guys doing that here.
Marcus Miller hanging around the top 10. Nathan Bentley hanging around the top 10. Obviously, some guys that have been in wrecks tonight. They're trying to just hang on to what they've got. This car is off. It's Piedra, the control car. Green flag. Piedra and Hausman take off for turn 1. Pretty much dead even. Hausman another good start. Can he pass the 78? He's going to try to slide up. Oh, not quite.
Both of them had to lift a little bit.
And now he's going to get the run on the high side. Yep. Knew Piedra was going to get a good run right there. He does. Hausman hits him. Oh, he's spinning.
Oh, and Zach Camello's into the back of Mason Hausman. No caution, though. There it is.
There's the
I believe there was a 3rd, 4th car caught into that. Brady Shue might have been in that as well. Logan Eaker. Oh!
Coming up with the wreck. Whoa!
Oh, whoa, that baby down. This track is very small.
Rack him again.
Oh, yeah. There's just a couple of guys caught up by the new update. Oh, Brady Shue, where are you going? Into the side of Logan Eaker, I guess. You can see it in the intro video that we play at the very beginning of our stream. The new smoke is just thick. It is a wall of white as you come up on it, and a couple of guys, Logan Eaker being one of them, Clint McGill, getting caught up by the unfortunate effect of that, running into the back of Zach Comilla. Good job by Piedra there, holding on to that car, with Mason leaning on him there.
Leaned hard off of 4. I don't blame him trying to get back to him, trying to run down the inside and going into 1. He clipped him just the wrong place. Didn't quite hold the race car.
That's how it'll go here, though. All it takes is getting the car unsettled a little bit. The wind is blowing pretty strong here, so it'll blow you right around if you go for it and unsettle the car in the wrong position. It's what you see a lot of these guys having a difficulty with, is getting the car settled in whenever they're trying to make a pass. One guy who's got to be happy about this is Justin Kane. Give him a chance to get caught back up and have a shot at some clean air here out in the front. As well as Matthew Fleming, all the way back up to 4th.
Hammond up to 5th. Nathan Bentley up to 6th. Marcus Miller back into 7th. Don Milkowicz has made his way back into the top 10. Same with Michael Lanphier. Hausman sits in 11th right now, so not too bad. Only 12 cars remain on the lead lap. 4 cars a lap down. Camilla, McGill, Griffin Williams is back to only 1 lap down. And Logan Eaker is 1 lap down.
You gotta hand it to these guys. The race may not be going their way, but they are willing whatever is left of these race cars, if you can call them that, by the end of this, to this finish.
I don't know what these things are going to be by the end of this point. Even Piedra's got damage. He's racing with a damaged race car. I think one of the only ones without a damaged race car is... I won't say that because I'll probably jinx him, but...
Marcus Miller, you're right.
That's not what I was gonna say.
That's why we're deflecting.
Oh, good. Right. Bill's coming to green with 106 laps to go. It's a long race to go here. Lots of spots to change hands. Lots of guys running up near the front. Looking for a first-time winner. Justin Kane, the only guy with a win that's up near the front. Building the hands of Piedra. Green flag. Piedra, a really good jump that time. He's clear by 2 car lanes, headed to turn number 1.
You know,
in the
I'm
middle, trying to catch him. It's not going to do him any good.
I am getting the
Piedra.
feeling that Justin Kane may be saving a little bit here, trying to hope he can outlast Piedra.
I don't know. Piedra is so fast.
He guaranteed a win.
Kane's hanging with him a little bit. See what they can do here with about 104 laps to go. Kane's second, Bentley third, and Nathan Bentley is in the wall.
I see that car might be stuck, I believe. Ah, he's getting it going again.
He's not stuck, but he's wrecked. Oh, he's on the bottom of the racetrack here from the leaders. He's going to get out of the way, though.
Yeah, good thing most of these guys are running the top up front, because that could have been bad. That's a blind corner. 30-degree banking.
Faster. Kane hanging with Piedra a little bit, about 6 car lanes back here.
They keep this pace up, they're going to get up to some lap traffic here for the first time.
Piedra, I mean, he's so fast here. It's not surprising he's running at the front. And he's starting to do just that, run down some lap traffic. Tyler Bentley, excuse me. Then Fleming, Hammond, Hop. Milkowicz is up to 7th. Marcus Miller, Mason Hausman, and Lanfield. Not really any battles going on right now.
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of got the wrecking out of their
right as I
system.
say that.
Oh, wow. Nathan Bentley is who I see last, but it wasn't him.
There are under 100 laps to go.
We'll go back and see maybe exactly what happened there. I think at this point we're just getting solo cautions. Oh, wow, yeah. Looks like it is the newly labeled 8 of Shane Witherington there that caused that caution. Got a little bit loose.
Oh, man. Already not a good night for him, and this doesn't make things any better. Tyler Bentley pit there, by the way. Along with Lanfear. And the 34
Of Don. Nope, that won't be Don. My bad. That would be Marcus Miller in the 34.
is Miller.
There's a lot of force. So like I said, you pit now. You're going to be behind some guys that have damage. You may have noticed if you were watching the far end of your screen there that Hop was very, very fast compared to all the guys around him, but on a track like this, it kind of comes down to if you can get around the guy in front of you and where you're going to make your move, and it's not seemed to be working out for him yet. Most of those guys did come into the pit lane, so he'll have a shot at it here, but that's going to be hard for some of these guys in the back. We got some guys out there, some weapons as they call them, to get around.
So to be Piedra leading, it's next time by 95 to go on the board. So inching our way towards the end of this race.
Piedra and Kane, their last pit lap was on lap 119, so they've ran a decent bit into their fuel and tire here, but with most of these laps being under caution, the difference between them and the guys behind them has been pretty much equalized by now.
Coming to green, Pietro took the outside, as expected. And on the inside of him on row 1, row 2 is Hammond and Hop. Row 3, Milkowicz and Hausman. Row 4, Fleming and Holmes. Row 5 is Miller and Tyler Bentley. Pace car is off. Green flag back in the air. Better restart for Justin Kane, and Piedra hits third gear and drives away.
Oh, don't look now. Here comes Hop. He's gotten some clean air. He's making a run.
He's going to try. He's there. He's P3. Gotta get around Justin Kane first for second. Whoa, Kane trying to hang around the back bumper of the 78. Now falls into the clutches for the 32 of Hop. Here comes Hop. He tries to slide up. Can't do it. Kane holds on to P2.
Yeah, that high line is just rolling right now. It's going to be really hard with no one running the bottom.
The engine has expired on the 02 of Griffin Williams.
It's unfortunate for him.
It appears his night has come to an end.
Hey, we say that. I've seen him come back out and limp a car around for the last couple laps to try to gain a position. You never know. Drop a new engine in that thing and go.
So Piedra leads. Kane and Hop continue battling for P2. Here's the battle for P4. As Hausman's taking that spot, looking towards the front.
You can see just with Hausman, what we were talking about before, aero doesn't really matter at a track like this. He's holding on to his position perfectly fine with no front end.
Definitely.
Piedra is closing in on lap traffic fast. It's just one car. I don't think it's going to cause him too much of an issue, but it's always something to worry about whenever you get up alongside of another guy.
Starts to close in on the 40 of Brandon Williams.
Woo!
Ooh, that
Got
was
a little
close.
bit loose there.
Really close. Piedra handles it no problem. Battle still on for second. Kane and Hop are fighting hard. And did Piedra get the wall? Oh, that's not what I was going to.
I am not seeing it on my end.
Still, 78 car is...
It makes it more aerodynamic. Flat front end, you can slow down quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Well, maybe not aerodynamic, but better at this track, apparently.
Kane and Hop, man. This is a good battle right here.
Yeah, they are racing each other hard.
Dives it in. Nothing there this time by. Tries to dive it in again.
Ooh, Kane into the wall a little bit. That opens the door.
Kane's going to try to drive in really hard. Try to get a good drive off.
Oh, a little bit too hard there.
Move Jacob Hop to second place. I don't know if he can run down Piedra, but he's going to try. Caution,
Ooh.
caution, caution.
Leader's coming up on it right now. It looks to be possibly Jonathan Hammond. You see the little puff of smoke there. We'll go see exactly what happened there, but it's a good thing for Hop and maybe not so good for Piedra. I mean, the two guys behind you that have speed are now going to be up here with you, so might end up being an interesting battle. We see some guys take the pits.
Kane, Hausman, Miller, Milkowicz all pit.
Might see some guys who might have saved a fast repair burning up now, where we had kind of a longer run.
Piedra's coming. Leader, pit road.
Now Piedra does have the other pit, a box in a other pit lane.
Yep, he pits on the backstretch.
Yeah, I apologize about that.
Right there.
My microphone does have quite a lot of wind right now. We're working on getting a new one. Shipping got delayed on it, so hopefully by our next race it'll be here.
So turn the lead over to Jacob Hopp now. Move Fleming to second, Bentley to third, Lanfear to fourth, Camilla to fifth, Ron Holmes to sixth, Justin Kane, first car to pit, he's in seventh.
Ooh!
Mason Hausman eighth, Ikram ninth, and Netflix 10th.
I'll tell you what, if you're a guy out on the track, I don't think you want to be near Matthew Fleming right now.
Did he miss another one?
He did indeed. Mason Hausman and Jonathan Hammond right in front of him made contact, and he slides through the gap on the high side as the car's coming back up the track.
Poor guy can't get away from the wrecks, but he keeps missing them. So
Hey, he's gotten him up to
three-wide
P2.
battle off the pit lane.
Oh my!
Hammond and Nathan Billy. That was interesting. We'll re-rack him again. With closing in on 75 laps to go.
Yeah, we will be sure to get Matthew Fleming after this race for an interview. I think he's earned it with as many close calls as he's had.
Yeah, definitely. If I want to see who all we can talk to after this race, I don't know how many guys are going to be willing to talk. Lots of guys not happy after this one.
Might have some Derek Preston style interviews after this one.
So Hop takes the bottom. First guy in several race starts to take the inside line. He does so now. So put Fleming on the outside of row 1. Tyler Bentley, Michael Lanfear, row 2. Teammates, Camilla Holmes, row 3. Kane and Hausman, row 4. Malcolm Wicks Miller, row number 5. Piedra, Hammond, and Ikra make up the lead. Lap, Miguel and Nathan Bentley, are 1 lap down. Into the restart zone. Green flag for Jacob Hopp. And good start for him. Not a good start for Michael Lanfear as Ron all over his bumper.
I think we might have just seen a attempted murder.
I don't know. They keep it together though. And don't look now. About the same time as it was last race. Moving to P2. Tyler Bentley in the 55. Here comes the points leader. Tries to look inside, gets a decent run off the corner. Battle for the lead.
You know, some people may think we call him slow because of speed, but I call him slow because it takes him a while to get up to speed.
Piling up.
Oh, wow.
In turn 4. Piling up big in turn 4. Camilla's in it. Hausman's in it. McGill, Shue, Holmes.
We're just going to back this up here and see exactly what happened. See some cars parked nose to nose on the bottom.
Justin Kane's in it. Oh, and cars pitting. Here comes Hop, Fleming, Lanfear.
Oh, looks to be a attempted late block by Zach Camella, along with a little bit of net code there. Sends him around. Piedra was involved. Wow, packed by the we'll call him the no lift squad. Wrecker, Marcus Miller. And I'm not entirely sure what went on back here between the 9 of Brady Shue and the 19 of Clint McGill, but I think I'm going to have to look at that because those two went around out of nowhere.
So leader under the caution is no surprise, Tyler Bentley.
right. Yeah, it looks like perhaps Brady got into Shane there a little bit and it sent him around. And Clint just got hit with the wall.
Bristol, man, Bristol. Jeez.
First time in the league, running in third, Don Milkowicz.
At this rate, seems like everybody in front of him's gonna wreck. Man, jeez.
They'll either wreck in front of them, wreck behind them, wreck all around them.
Or all three at the same time.
That's true.
With this race, I'm not counting anything out.
Haven't seen anybody go over the catch fence yet, so that's at least one good sign.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. There's still time.
Back to 14 cars on the lead lap. Bentley is first. Justin Kane, I think, was in the wreck, but he is second. Just talked about Milkowicz in third. Piedra is still fourth, but he was involved in the wreck. Marcus Miller is fifth. Camella is sixth. Ron Holmes is seventh. Hausman is eighth. Fleming is ninth. Lanfear is 10th. Ikra, Hop, Hammond, and Bentley, the last 4 cars on the lead lap. 1 car a lap down is Clint McGill. Cars still running. Brandon Williams, Shane Weatherington, Brady Shue, and Griffin Williams. 19 cars on the racetrack, 14 of them on the lead lap. 4 cars out of the race. The teammates Corsick Lima, Paul Ferdiani, and DJ Thomas. 67 laps to go. So we're inching closer and closer to the last little stressful bit of this race. And if you think we haven't seen aggressive driving already, oh man, you're in for a treat. Bentley and Kane, the front row. Bentley is the control car. Green flag for Tyler Bentley, and he gets a great start, and so does Piedra. And these two are going to go at it again.
Kane gets a good run off the bottom there, able to keep side by side with Piedra. That's pretty hard to do here at this track.
No. Not for long, though. Piedra trying to turn under the 55, couldn't do it. Piedra, that damage maybe starting to get to him a little bit. We'll see how his car drives here as the run goes on. You can tell it's not driving off the corner the same as it was. Off the corner, got it still 2/3 of a car length between the leader and the second place car. Oh, here he goes. He's going to try it. Battle for the lead. Bentley with a nice run on the high side. Spinner, Justin Kane.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Parking lot.
Out of existence. That wreck sent him out of existence.
I think it deleted. Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost Justin Kane.
We've lost Justin Kane. Oh, my.
We will attempt to find him at the conclusion of this race.
He just warped out of existence.
If any of you are in the stands and happen to come across him, please let us know.
My goodness, he got killed. I have no clue who hit him. I couldn't tell.
We'll have to look at that one. Justin Kane, you may not end up winning this race, but you have definitely made it into the thumbnail for this video. Was just informed that Kane was last seen at the funnel cake stand, so it's good to know that he is okay. Oh, just drives it too hard, slides up the track. Michael Lanfear into him first. Oh, Matthew Fleming! Matthew Fleming was involved in that wreck. It did seem like he net-coded through Justin Kane. we'll see exactly what happened here. Oh, he just drives right through him. Well, there's your answer. It looks like Fleming passed on the disconnect bug to Justin Kane.
I'm here. Just processing.
That was wow. There were guys full speed, and that was you know, at least he didn't get hit on the driver's side, right?
Oh yeah. At least it's only a simulator.
For now.
Right.
Yeah, that Beer Nuts car has been very lucky. We'll see if it holds up for the rest of this race. We still have 60 laps left in this thing, the same length as our first 2 stages, so...
So we'll go back double file. Bentley, Piedra, Carmela's still up there, so still a chance at a repeat winner, but the more wrecks that happen, the less chance we seem to have for a second-time winner. So we'll come to the green flag with 59 laps to go. We're chipping away at it here. Off turn 4, Bentley to the restart zone. Green flag, going back racing. Camella with a good start, but Piedra got one as well. Off into turn 1, battle for the race lead. Good drive by Bentley off turn 2. He carries that speed all the way down the backstretch. And will he clear the 78 off 4? Yes, he will, just barely. Move Bentley to the race lead. Oh, Mark Miller at the wall, pretty good back there. Running around the 5th position right now, but the battle, we're going to keep it right here because the battle's on for the race lead. It's Piedra and Bentley. 57 to go at Bristol. Whoa.
Piedra is driving a very interesting line here where he arcs it right up along the wall, especially coming out of the corner, and then gets down real low.
It obviously helps him. He's able to run down the car in front of him with a really good turn off the top of the racetrack. For now, though, Bentley holds about a car length advantage. This is the furthest I've seen Bentley stay in front of him. Caution is out.
It is indeed. Logan Ikra involved in that one. It looks to be just a 1-car caution. You know, while we have one of our cautions, one of the many, I think now would be an okay time to go ahead and talk about our league sponsor, JCB Excavation Incorporated. If you are anywhere up in the Rhode Island, New England area, be sure to check them out. You can find them just a quick Google search away. They are there for all of your excavation needs, heavy machinery. So be sure to check them out. Tell them our good buddy William Rice that Full Pedal Jacket sent you there, and he'll take care of you as he has us here. We appreciate having him on board, as well as our buddy Supreme Ape supported us at the beginning before we were this big, and we are continuing to grow, so we'll always keep him in our thoughts as being one of the founders of this league along with us.
He is also a team owner, by the way. The team that
awesome.
DJ Thomas is on, Supreme Motorsports.
DJ Thomas,
Shane
Mason
Weatherington
Hausman.
and Mason Hausman on that team. I think it's only 3 cars. It should be.
I believe so. Formerly included Griffin Williams, but contract negotiations went bad. We'll put it that way, and he's now a part of your team, Thick Kick Motorsports.
Yeah, Thick Kick Motorsports. Not the greatest night for my guys tonight. Well, good night for Marcus Miller, but other than that, Justin Kane, you've seen him getting wrecks. He's called it a night. Well, he's gone.
Yeah, when you see
Williams is trying to recover, but
some RRE guys up here in the front, some free agents, Bentley Motorsports guys. This is you don't really see a race like this where I don't think we have a repeat teammate.
Teammate
for a while. I mean, you of course you have Zach Camella and Tyler Bentley up here in front.
First and fourth. RRE is second and eighth.
Don is an unrestricted free agent. We have Thick Hick with Mason. Or Supreme, I'm sorry, with Mason.
And we'll
then Matthew Fleming.
200 right here. So finally we've made it to lap 200, only a smooth almost 2 hours after we got started.
I hate to say it, but I did say at the very beginning of this as a joke, yeah, this is going to be a 2.5 hour race, and unfortunately it seems I was right.
Maybe a little less than 2.5. All right,
we got 50 laps.
We're going back green with 12 cars on the lead lap. Bentley, Piedra, Milkowicz, Camella, Hausman, Hammond, Fleming, Ikra, Hop, Miller, Nathan Bentley, and Michael Lanfear, the top 12 cars. They're the lead lap cars. Here we go again for the, I don't know, 5th time tonight. It's Bentley and Piedra. They're going to battle it out for the race lead. 50 laps to go from Bristol. Who gets it done? Green flag.
Piedra with a much better start.
He's going to have to drive it in hard to clear Bentley off, too. Bentley's going to have a really good run. Does Piedra try to slide?
Almost gets there.
Off turn 2. Whoa.
Looks like Tyler may have repaid the favor there by pinching him in the corner.
And moving Bentley back to the race lead with under 50 to go. So about a car length, maybe a car length and a half. Bentley ahead of Piedra, and man, that 55 has come to life late in this one. Reckon.
Oh, it's Matthew Fleming and is in it, well. Maybe? I'm actually unsure about this one. I see a slow car in the back.
Uh-oh.
Zach Camella. Might have had a solo crash. We'll go back and check this one.
I think it was the 92.
The 92. Oh, I did see him drive it in hard. It is possible that they made contact. Oh, wow. Unfortunate for Matthew Fleming there. He did not scrape by that one. But I'm not sure about that. The 92, I think, either went for a late block or his spotter told him he was clear low, and he turned right down onto Zach Camella. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. We saw it last time we were here. Camella has a little bit of a temper. They call him Rowdy for a reason.
So Bentley leads under our... I can't even number the cautions anymore. I don't know how many we've had. It's a lot. So with 45 laps to go, we're shaping up for a pretty good finish. And with Camella now in another wreck. Well. So you have to go back to 9th place before you find a guy with a win. Up front right now. I mean, Bentley, no wins. Piedra should have won last week. Couldn't get it done. He's got another chance tonight. He's up there. Milkowicz up there in his first start. Hammond is up there. Best he's run all season. Hausman is up there. He's been up there a couple times. Couldn't get it done. Now he's back in the front. Ikra is 6th. Miller is 7th. Nathan Bentley is 8th. Bunch of guys up here without a win.
I'd like to make a little personal shout out here to Jonathan Hammond. He might have turned down on Zach Camella there, but he is a member of my team, CMM. He's running a great race. I'm sure I'm going to hear it from Camella for that, though.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Definitely wanted to speak his mind, and that's putting it lightly.
Hey, man, that's just short track racing.
I can't get over Piedra's car. I don't even know how it's driving straight, let alone fast enough to stay battling for the lead.
I'm telling you, he's got the nose of that car flattened out. It's slowing him down in the corner so he gets a better run off. He's got more grip.
If you say that's what it is, I guess that's what it is.
They don't call me Peyton Canouch for no reason, okay?
So we'll get one to go, I think, right here? Maybe, maybe not. I think it's one to go. Yeah. Bentley picks the outside. It'll be Bentley, Piedra, next row Milkowicz Hammond, Hausman Ikra, Miller Bentley, Mella Fleming, Hop, and Landfear. That's the lead lap cars. Actually, Clint McGill's back on the lead lap in 13.
Come on, Clint. Get up there to the front.
Ace car will take the left. Be Tyler Bentley. Bringing us back to the green flag. 42 laps to go at Bristol. Green flag. Good jump for both guys. Oh, did Piedra miss a gear? He jumped gear right there.
Yeah, he might have. Don got really close to his bumper. It doesn't seem to hurt him too bad as he's still in the running, but that's going to hurt him in the long run here.
Oh, man. Bentley is trying to set sail. Oh, Piedra's back within a car length and a half. Putting the pressure on the back bumper of the 55. So 40 laps to go when we hit the line. Got a 2-car length difference between leader Bentley and second place Piedra.
Here's some guys hitting that wall. See Nathan Bentley just dropped back about 2 positions.
There's the first battle. It is Nathan Bentley. He'll actually pass the 32 there, finish that pass. Mostly single file most of the way through this field.
I think some of these guys out here at this point are just saying, I'll finish where I finish. Please just don't wreck anymore.
And these front two, I can tell you what, they're about to have a good battle here near the end of this one. For this race win. Tyler won here when we came here back just a few weeks ago. Piedra said he was going to win this race. Fitting. They're the 2 cars up front. With 37 laps to go. He's there. He can't really close more than about a car length and a half. It's about as close as he's gotten. Well, now he gets within a car length.
With these guys up here, the more pressure is on Piedra to get this done than it is Tyler. Tyler is the points leader, so...
He's got to pass him soon. If he doesn't pass the 55 soon and we get into a decent run, and it's just Piedra's may have no hope because Bentley on the long run is something else.
You know, I'd say they're probably both very fast on a long run. Piedra's been showing that he's got the speed. I just don't think he has the car at this point. It's got too much damage.
Yeah, he's able to get within about a car length and a half or 2 car lengths from the back into the 55. It's can't get any closer.
Yeah, we're looking at top speed here right now. It's looking like Tyler Bentley's 148, Piedra's 147. On a track like this, it doesn't look like a lot, but over a long run, that 1 mile per hour difference is going to slowly drop Piedra out of the draft.
So next time by, it'll be 31 laps to go.
And we have about 5 packs split up here, and caution.
Caution.
Looks to be the 34 of Marcus Miller. We'll go take a look at what happened. Go on back here through the field. Oh, yes, it is definitely Marcus Miller. Going around there. Wow! That was a move. I don't know if he... Oh! Well, okay. Now, I'm not going to say that was intentional, because he could have been loose. But I think we're also going to have to look at Nathan Bentley and Marcus Miller at the end of this race, because Nathan turned up the track hard. They both kind of met in the middle, but it's just hard telling from this angle, and we don't really have the time to go real deep into it right now.
I am being relayed a message for you that the wreck was a pure accident.
It seemed like he could have gotten loose there, so like I said, we always give him the benefit of the doubt. It's just how hard the car jerked up the track there. We always just review those things to be sure.
Should be going green with 27 laps to go. Ticking the laps off now. And still, Bentley and Piedra out front.
Bentley, Piedra, Hammond, and Bentley. The brothers are putting on a decent show here.
Bentley, how about that?
Now the question is, if he gets up to Tyler's bumper,
oh boy,
is he going to spin him again like he did at Daytona? I know it was an accident, but it's just funny to say.
See if he can get back to him. You know, 55 it seems to be on rails late in this race, so. And it's ironic. It's really odd because I seem to remember when he won Bristol before, I seem to remember the back end of the car, it looked like the damage is about the same. Rear end damage on the 55. And he won the race with that car, so.
Oh, yeah,
you get it done again.
I think at this point it's everybody's got damage. You notice the two cars behind the leaders don't have rear ends, so.
And then the two cars behind them don't have front ends.
Wonder how that happened.
I don't know. 26 laps to go. Down to it now.
I do agree. We would get a longer run if we ran them in a figure eight.
Yes, we probably would. I don't disagree.
Oh, Tyler's up!
The tires! He spun the tires! Piedra's gonna take the lead.
Oh, Tyler is gonna be driving the wheels off that thing now. 26 laps to go.
You know he was faster on that run than the 78 was. It's just gonna be, can he get past him?
I'm hearing guys into the wall.
Caution again.
Zach Comilla. Matthew Fleming's in it. Brandon Williams is in it. Ron Holmes is in it. We'll back it up here. Oh, Marcus Miller kissed the wall and took him out. Paul Ferdiani is in it. Ah. Oh no, not Matthew. It seems like his luck has ran out. Some guys drive into him there.
23 to go. Piedra and Bentley still the top two. Hammond and Hop behind them. Bentley and Miller the next two back.
There's your lucky dog.
Ron is going to labor that thing back onto the lead lap. How about that?
Hey, for a guy that said that he only cares about getting consistent top tens, he's done a real good job at it, and he has a really good chance of doing it here.
Yeah, he's going to do what he can. So, 22 to go here as they cross the start-finish line. With Camella sitting on pit road, he's going to go a lap down. Unless he gets a miracle here in the last 20 or so laps, we are going to have ourselves a fifth different winner in 5 races. Approaching 21 to go. 12 cars on a lead lap. Not even worth going through the order anymore. It switches every time we have a caution anyway. Lots of cars have been impressive tonight, been resilient. Ikra has been really resilient. So is Marcus Miller. So is Nathan Bentley. So the front two, really. Don Milkowicz has been in and out of the top 10. He finds himself 9th. Hausman just inside the top 10. And props to some of the guys still out there running. Shane Weatherington is in the top 15. Brandon Williams is in 14th with a damaged race car. So some guys getting some props here for staying resilient. Staying it. 20 laps to go here. Should be 1 to go until the green flag. So a 19-lap shootout, which probably will not go green for 19 laps. I wouldn't count on it. So into turn number 3, it'll be Piedra and Bentley on the front row again. These two can't get away from each other no matter what they try. And it's not going to be any different on this restart. Ace car's off. 19 to go. Green flag for Adrian Piedra. And he is gone on the restart.
Setting sail.
He's cleared a second, though, and Bentley's going to slide up. He's going to get his racing line off turn 2. Wow, really good restart for Tyler Bentley right there. Definitely way better than it could have been for him. Jacob Hopp finds his way to 3rd. Marcus Miller's into the top 5.
It's going to be hard to pass with these two guys. They're running right around the same speed.
Bentley's there. Bentley's there. Heads up. We're going to have a battle for the race lead here.
Oh, close to that wall.
I want to leave an opening for the 55, not this juncture of the race. Man, look at this battle for the lead, and Jacob Hopp watching from 3rd in case anything happens. Look at Bentley driving into the corner.
He is trying.
Hardest we've seen him drive it in all day. Now he moves back up to his line he's been running most of the race. He's there, man. He is stalking the 78, trying to make him make a mistake.
That line that Piedra is running just gives him so much speed out of the corner.
Bentley's not letting him get away. Bentley's got to start running a little bit higher. He does right there. And look at the difference. He's within 2 car lengths. And he dives it in again. He's trying to make the 78 mirror drive and make a mistake. Caution flag is back out.
Oh, that is... Ooh.
Oh, and it's Marcus Miller. He was just inside the top 5.
See a couple guys dive into pit lane.
Oh no. Don Milkowicz is in it. Although he does stay in front of the leader.
Oh.
So he will not go a lap down.
It actually started with Nathan Bentley and Marcus Miller again. Oh, that's just netcode. That's a shame. Unless somehow Marcus got his car to snap left down the straightaway. That was some pretty bad netcode there that unfortunately got Don caught up in it.
Oh, car's pitting, car's pitting. Piedra does not, Bentley does, Hopp does. First car behind Piedra to not pit is Mason Hausman.
We see Tyler Bentley come in too.
Lots of cars did.
Gotta wonder if these guys are maybe gearing up for some green-white checkered finishes.
And I mean, this is crunch time now. Go time, as I like to call it. more at the play tracks, but it matters here too. So, Wicks has called it a night. Going from what looked to be a good run to behind the wall. Brady Shue is still out there running. He's been in every single crash.
You know, I have a feeling at the end of this race, we're going to hear him say something about the Ford being bad luck, and he's going to switch back to the Chevy.
Probably. I would not be surprised. Tyler Bentley with under 10 to go. Man, Tyler's in a bad spot. 7th.
He's got some space to make up, but he does have the benefit of having a teammate in front of him, so that's one free position you could say probably.
If I'm Adrian Piedra, it looks like he's gonna pick the top. I don't know. Nothing against Mason, but with under 10 to go, driving for the win.
Hey, nothing against Adrian, but I don't know if he's been on the track this close to Mason before in a situation like this. Because we know Mason is all take and no give at this point.
Oh, I mean, you almost think, is he going to try to slide, maybe drive in hard enough to either clear him or at least make some contact here? I don't know.
I would not be surprised. We're getting ready to see.
He's got to get a good start. He's got to get a good start. Pace car's off. Green flag's out.
He's close.
Let's see if he sends it. Oh, it's not going to matter.
Oh, he did.
He did, but Piedra gets away.
You see Tyler Bentley back there pushing guys down the backstretch. Oh, he is on the move.
Bentley's on the move. He's probably going to need another caution, though. I don't think he has time. He's made it to the back bumper of the 13. Caution's out, and that's what Bentley wanted to see.
A lot of guys in that.
Oh my, Clint McGill, Miller, Landfear, Shue again. Jacob Hopp is in it.
And we'll see exactly what happened. We zoom on back here through the field. Oh my. I already see guys into the wall. Somebody's turning around backwards. Looks to me... Oh yeah, Jonathan Hammond is spinning those tires entering the corner just a little bit too hard without any grip. Clint McGill gets caught by his teammate. And then Jacob Hopp is unfortunately an innocent bystander in the Nathan Bentley wrecking ball. Paul Ferdiani, Zach Camella both run into other cars. There's the car I want to see, the 88, right there next to it. Barely clears all of the cars spinning around him. I think just being next to Matthew Fleming at this point has been bad luck.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's good for him, though. He gained quite a few positions in that, and he has a few more to gain here as well.
It'll be Piedra, bad with this few laps to go. It's a long shot for him to get there. He's gonna have a chance, especially if Piedra takes the top. If Piedra takes the top and Bentley can get off turn 2, he might have a chance. He might have a shot at him.
He'll be close enough to be in striking distance, especially if Mason drives it in as hard as what he did before and slides up the track. That leaves Tyler all of the room on the bottom.
And if you're Piedra, you can't spin the tires. This is not a place you want to spin the tires.
You got a guy behind you ready to send it in, and another guy who's on fresher tires. So
not quite one to go.
It looks like Nathan Bentley is getting caught up to the pace field, so we'll go around one more time for our green-white checkered.
That's what Bristol's all about. A 2-lap shootout. Piedra's been good all day. Had to come from the back to the front. Bentley's been good as well. Hausman's going to have a shot. If Hausman gets a good enough restart, I mean, it's 2 to go. You both got damaged race cars. You almost just slide it in there and see what happens. See if you can get out of there with the lead. All right, desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm telling you what, Bentley gets a good enough start. He might put the bumper to the 78. He can get to him.
Either that, or he may go for a switchback with Mason driving. If Mason drives it in as hard as he did and slides up the track, we could see Tyler hunt the bottom on these fresh tires and try to get a run.
Especially at the 17. Especially if he gets into the 78 on the race start, Tyler's got to be ready to hook it to the bottom and try to get around him. Well, here we go. 2 laps to go from Bristol Motor Speedway. Piedra. And Hausman, look at the start the 17 got. Look at the start he got. He's going to send it into 1. And he's going to get the lead.
And there goes Tyler. He had to lift out of it. Oh, wow.
Hit him. And Hausman going to run on the high side. Coming to the white flag.
Oh, this is where Mason's going to start pinching. Oh, white flag. And Mason's getting away from him.
Mason's away from the field.
The 2 fastest cars on the track the whole race.
How about that? Hausman gets it done this time. He wins at Bristol.
Oh my, and it looks like there's some tempers going on between Tyler and Piedra back there. See both of them sliding into turn 1.
Hausman gets the win.
Mason Hausman.
Get it done last time around. Holy cow. Mason Hausman. He ran a good race. We thought he was going to get it done maybe in Vegas. Thought he was going to get it done maybe last time we were at Bristol. He outruns Bentley and Piedra to turn 1. They wreck behind him at the white flag. And he's going to burn it down. Mason Hausman's locked into the playoffs.
Oh!
He gets it hard.
Hey, props to him. He's still laying on it, giving the fans a show. Oh my. That is not the finish that I expected, but you know, we call him Mason 420 Hausman, and I think it's fitting because I think he ran about a 4.2 second faster lap there. He is burning this thing down. And props to him. He has definitely been waiting for this.
He has been waiting. You can tell he has been waiting a long time for this one.
It was a long race for him as well. Oh, blows the car. There we go.
He blows the car up, and what other way do we have to end this race? We'll go through the finishing order before we get to talk to him, because I guarantee you this is going to be a great interview coming up. So here's how they finish. Hausman wins. And how about a career best finish for Logan Ikra? He sneaks through the incident on the last lap. He gets P2. So Logan Ikra comes back with a really good points day. Piedra comes home in 3rd. The Bentley brothers are 4th and 5th. And boy, if you're Piedra and Bentley, you got to feel robbed after that one. I mean, I get what they were doing. You got to battle for it. We were going to have a shot at Mason in 3 and 4, if not in 1 and 2, and doesn't work out, and they wreck on the last lap. So that's short track. Unfortunately, that's how Bristol works. Mason and Ikra were opportunistic enough to get by the wreck, and man, what a finish. Lots of good finishes so far this year. Really, all 5 races have had really solid finishes. Jacob Hopp recovers to come home 6th. Ron Holmes, how about it? 7th place finish for Marine One, Ron Holmes.
Hey, limped that car to the top 10.
Finally. It's been a long time coming for him. Jonathan Hammond comes home with the top 10 as well. And the teammates of Clint McGill and Michael Lanphier come home with top 10s as well. Pretty decent run for Marcus Miller. He was up front a lot of the day, got some stage points, comes home in 11th, so a decent finish for him. Brandon Williams coming home in 12th in his first start after limping that thing around most of the race. Matthew Fleming 13th and Shane Weatherington 14th. They were both 12 laps down, as well as Zach Camella in 15th. Al Milkowicz finishes 16th. Brady Shue in 17th. Justin Kane 18th. Griffin Williams 19th. Steve Korsak and Zach Lima are 20th and 21st. Alfred Ianni 22nd. DJ Thomas rounds out the rest of the race field. Now it's about that time. We're gonna see what we can find. Obviously, not everybody sticks around after the race, but I know one guy who did stick around, and this is gonna be one of the. It's gonna be great. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna go get the winner, Mason Hausman. Mason, it's the broadcast booth. You got me.
Hi.
Oh man, dude, take us through it. I mean, we saw what happened. You got a good enough restart. You cleared the 78 off turn 2, and you come away with a win. How does this feel?
Honestly, I don't know. Really honest with you, I don't know. I told my teammate Shane that I was aiming for a top 5 to get points just to the end of the race, and somehow I managed to limp a car with no rear end at all and no front bumper. I don't even know if I had a hood on. I probably did, but I'm just, I don't know, winning stage 1 and then winning the race at the end. I will take that as a pretty good day for having a horrible car at the end.
Yeah, and you survived the last lap incident. You're locked in the playoffs now. What does this mean? Where do you go from here? I mean, what's next?
Oh, I don't. Right now, it's hard. It's hard to tell. I'm just trying to impress my team, of course. But yeah, I just move forward. I guess see if I can get another win. Just I don't know. Definitely try to get some playoff points for the stage win. Try to get more stage wins. I don't know. Right now it's kind of unbelievable right now how I won that race. I don't know how I did it, but I did it somehow.
I can tell you it was fun to watch from up here. You gave us a good show there at the end with the burnout, man. Go celebrate this, enjoy it, and we will. I'll definitely see you later on in the season when we roll around to the playoffs.
Thank you.
Mason Hausman, how about it, man? You just can't get a better restart than that, especially against a guy who had gotten good restarts all day long. Mason just beat him to the punch in turn 1 and cleared him off the bottom. I had not seen anybody run that well on the bottom to clear, especially Adrian Piedra going into turn 1, and he gets it done. They wreck behind him, and he's in victory lane because of it.
You know, he probably feels cheated after the first time he ran here. It wasn't for points, but a late caution kind of cost him the race. He was running really well. Him and Brady Shue both were. But to see him come back here and to drive a car that was as beat up as what it was to the victory, that's just some of the most impressive wheelmanship I think I have seen out of this league so far, especially in a race like this. If Zach Camilla were in here with us, you know, I think he would say this was a Michael Vick style dogfight, and that's exactly how it ended.
Definitely wait on that. I think we're going to get to talk to him a little bit later on. And if you're out there, I'm telling you, you're going to want to stick around for these interviews. It's been a long race. I know we're over the 2-hour mark, but trust me, after a race like that, you're going to want to hear what these guys have to say, especially once we get to Piedra and Tyler Bentley, because that was something that happened on the last lap. So we're going to go grab the second place finisher first, obviously, Logan Ikra, and we'll see what he has to say about this one, because it was a really good day for him, points-wise especially, and see what he's got to say about it. Logan, this is the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. What's up, man?
Dude, second place. That's your best finish so far. It's a great points day for you. You snuck through there on the last lap to come home second. First off, how does it feel?
You know, I feel really great, even though it was a pretty hectic and wild race. Just really proud of my Rowdy Ross Enterprises team. We've been just faced with a lot of these challenges during this race, and overall, pretty good points day. You know, my other teammate, Adrian Piedra, got involved in a little accident, but it's just overall pretty crazy race. Glad to get second, and looking forward to next week, honestly.
Yeah, and going off of that, I mean, we know you've got the speed. We've seen it now. You ran pretty well all night. I mean, you're in the top 10 almost every time we looked. So as we go on from here, you've had a good points day now. So, I mean, where do you go? Where does the momentum take you?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to transfer the momentum onto next week here at Atlanta. And, I'm just really confident that, the speed's going to transfer over. I'm just really proud of the run me and my team had today.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and we hope to be talking to you soon here in the next week or two. So go enjoy it.
Yep, you too. Have a great night.
Second place finisher, Logan Ekran. You can hear from those first two interviews, man. You can hear the emotion the guys put behind it. You can tell how much it means to them to be running up front. And it goes to show how much these guys put in. I know Logan and his entire team, they put in a ton of work. And Mason, same way. I mean, they practice, they put in the work, and they finally see it pay off. And when it does, you can't really hold back the emotion anymore. And it's great to see these guys having good runs. But we're going to switch interview tones now because this next guy is probably not going to be a happy camper. He did come home with a third place finish, but between last week and this week, oh boy, we're going to get third place finisher Adrian Piedra. This is
Closed. Oh,
hey Adrian, it's the broadcast booth. You got me?
10-4, I got you.
Well, you're up front. You told us you were going to win last week, and it looked like you were going to do it, and it looked like you had a shot at Mason. What happened there on the last lap?
I don't know what happened, really. I don't know how he got a good restart. I was kind of debating whether or not to take the inside or outside because I genuinely thought the 17 would be slower than me since he had so much damage. So I just took the outside, and it just didn't pay off, so...
Yeah, it didn't. You still come home third, so it's still a good day for you. But between last week and this week, I mean, I'm sure you've got to be disappointed. We know you've got race-winning speed, so I mean, what's next? I mean, you definitely are getting the finishes, but I'm sure you want that win.
I'm not sure what's next. I mean, we got Atlanta next week, and just a big shout out to Rowdy Ross Enterprises and stuff. Great group of guys. We've been coming here, practicing a lot for these races, and I'm looking forward to the next. So I think Atlanta's a track that we can all do very well at, and just unfortunate this race. I'm not as disappointed as the last one because this one was kind of more on me than just not, but
We'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you continue to run up front as we go on from here, and definitely go enjoy this with your team.
10-4, thank you guys.
That's third place finisher Adrian Piedra. So close to win. He's going to get one. I know he's going to get one. One of these weeks he's going to break through. It just was not in the cards for him tonight. We do have a few other people waiting here. I definitely want to get to the other two finishers first, though. Get the top 5 wrapped up. And that's the Bentley brothers. So we'll go to Tyler first. And then we'll get to the others waiting to get a word in here. Hey, Tyler, it's the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you lined up fourth there on the last restart. You got the caution you needed to have a shot at them, and didn't come together there. What happened on the last lap?
Well, what happened on the last lap? Let's see. I was going for the win, and I had fresh tires, and I knew I had to stick the outside. And coming out of 4, the car pushed up the hill, and I got into the wall, which and then put me into the 78. And yeah, so I was just going for the win. That was all.
Well, I definitely don't blame you for doing that. We saw you do so well last time we came to Bristol, and it was no different this time. You found yourself in the right spot, but you come away with a good finish anyway. So, I mean, how does it translate? I mean, how do you feel about your night, and how it's going to translate into the next few weeks?
Well, I really feel pretty good about the night. Hopefully no enemies were made. I don't know. The 78 seemed kind of upset with me, but it was no harm. It was just a racing deal during that, and I did get a stage 2 win, so I'll take that and put that together with a 4th place and kind of come out of Bristol. I was hoping, that last restart I had a shot, and like I said, I was going for the win, and the car got tight coming out of 4, and I hit the wall and collected the 78. So that was unfortunate, but overall an okay night, I guess.
Yeah, definitely turned out to be a pretty good night for you, and we will, I'm sure, be talking to you here in the next couple of weeks. So go enjoy the 4th place finish.
Thanks, guys.
4th place finisher there, Tyler Bentley. We're going to go right from one Bentley to the other Bentley. You want to talk about the definition of an up and down night? Nathan Bentley had a roller coaster up and down night. Ran top 5, got in a wreck. Ran top 10, got in a wreck. Ends up coming home P5 after everything that happened. It was quite an eventful race for him overall. We're going to see what he's got to say about it before we get to some of these other guys. Hey, Nathan, it's the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, the definition of a roller coaster night for you. You end up coming home P5. Kind of take us through it. I mean, how does it feel to break through and get a top 5?
I don't know. It's just a patience thing. Most of the wrecking was unavoidable or unfortunate. You check up, no one checks up behind you, and you get damaged. I don't know. I was just lucky to be able to get off pit road quick enough and somehow scrimmage up a 5th place finish tonight.
It was definitely good to see rebound there late in the race and manage that 5th place finish. So how does it translate from here? I mean, where do you take the momentum?
Just gonna keep pushing forward from that. I think overall it's probably one of my better finishes this season. So hopefully there's more to come.
Yeah, we definitely hope so too. We're looking forward to it. Definitely go and enjoy it with your teammates, and we will see you next week in Atlanta.
All right, thanks, guys.
There's your top 5. Definitely a group of guys. Some of them expected, some of them not so much. But overall, just quite a night. We're gonna get to a few more guys here before we let everybody go. We're gonna go to. I know who I want to do last. He's sitting in the waiting for interview channel. Oh, I definitely want to get to him last. He's the only way to bookend the night. So we're gonna go to Shane Weatherington out of Supreme Motorsports. He ran the whole race, despite being in just about every caution that was thrown. It seemed like he was always involved in someone else's mess. But he limps home. He finishes the race. That Supreme Motorsports group, man, they do not quit. And so it was good to see him finish tonight's race, and you'll see what he's got to say about it. Hey, Shane, it's the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I mean, you finished the race. Obviously, probably not the night you were hoping for, but you limped the car home. Kind of take us through it. I mean, how do you feel about how your night went?
I'm happy with the rebound I put on, but yeah, it was really horrible when I log on, start racing, then I disconnect because of an internet issue. But then I came back in, did the best I could, and managed to get a P14 out of that. So I'm pretty happy with the way I came back.
Yeah, I definitely can't complain about it. It was definitely fun to see kind of rebound, start to gain spots as guys' nights went sour. So, I mean, you were resilient all night. So where do you take a P14 from here onto Atlanta?
Atlanta, I think Atlanta, I've always been pretty good. It's always been one of my more dominant tracks. So yeah, I think next week I'll possibly have a top 5, maybe even that first win I'm looking for. But yeah, also congrats to Mason on his win today.
Yeah, definitely, and y'all are a really good bunch over there at Supreme Motorsports, and we know you'll continue to keep your head down, and hopefully you can put on a show for us next week in Atlanta.
Yeah, 10-4. Thank you, guys.
Shane, you heard it from him. Kind of rebounded issues all night long. I was on P14 and seemed pretty confident about his chances next week in Atlanta. So I'm going to see where he goes from here after Bristol. A couple more guys I want to get to. First one is Zach Amella. You never know what he's going to say, but kind of not his night. And we'll see what he's got to say about it. Hey, Zach, broadcast booth. You got me?
Oh, yeah, man, I got you.
Wow, definitely not the night you were looking for, I'm sure. I mean, I kind of want to know first. I want to know first off, I mean, how do you feel? Kind of what happened? Take us through it.
Well, first of all, I have carpal tunnel now from hitting the wall so many damn times. My wheel is probably broken. Whatever, it's one of those things. No, I'm just kidding. But today was terrible. There's really no other way to say it. I know for a fact the guys that make the Bentley Motorsports engines, they hate me because I've had 3 of them today. I let my teammates down. I let down the first lap Bandit. I promised them I was going to go out and win the race. 15th, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 12 laps down. Probably wasn't the way to win the race. But hey, you know what? I will say, I'm proud of how everybody finished the race. There was a lot of guys in there that could have called it quits a long time ago, and they ran with the worst of race cars. I saw some real chicanes out there, and I'm just proud of the field, honestly.
Yeah, it was good to see so many cars be so resilient through the entire race, and we're hoping that we can all bounce back next week in Atlanta. And speaking of that, where do you go from here? Definitely not the points night you wanted for the most part. So,
Hey, well, I got stage points in both
yeah.
things, so I'll take that. Whatever. We're still gonna be up at the top. So where do I go personally? I go to Florida. I won't be here for Atlanta and probably the All-Star race. So I'm sorry to all the wonderful, beautiful fans out there, but no Camella for the next 2 weeks. Other than that, man, today was a disappointment. There's no doubt about that. It sucks to leave for a little bit of time on a note like that. But I'm happy for Mason, the moving chicane Hausman. It's a great win for him without a front end. Real proud of that guy. And I look forward to the lounge for post-race because I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely will be, and yeah. So not your night, but we'll definitely see you rebound, and you're locked in the playoffs, and I know you're going to bounce back from this. So enjoy it, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you're welcome. We'll take it easy.
And Zach Miller, not his night at all, and especially not the night he wanted going into his 2-week break that I actually completely forgot about. And he will return to us when we go to Watkins Glen in 3 weeks. So he's going to take a couple weeks off. Luckily, locked in the playoffs. It's not going to hurt him that much. He's still got a spot there. So luckily he got his win early on at Las Vegas, and he can kind of move on and not really focus on points as hard as he would otherwise. And there was one guy still waiting, and I'm hoping he still wants to be.
He is in the lounge. I don't think he's got a choice. We got to get him here.
All right, so at the beginning of the race, I told you, and I'll move him in just a second, but I told you at the beginning of the race we were dedicating this to one of our buddies, and he was having some technical issues, and that's our good friend, obviously the first lap bandit, Derek Preston. You heard Zach talking about him. Ran the 16 for him tonight. The race was called the first lap bandit 250. I mean, we just kind of wanted to show our appreciation for him while he's going through some hard times, and so we definitely want to get a word in with him here post race in Bristol, because when do you not want to talk to this guy? He's always got something fun to say, so we'll see what he's got to say tonight. Eric, first lap bandit, broadcast booth, you got me?
Hey, I got you boys over there. You got me. What a damn race today, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, I was saying it the whole race. It was pretty much your kind of race, guys going for it every time they had a chance. I mean, you had to have been proud of their efforts going for it there.
Hey, I was proud of every damn thing they did out there, but I want to say to Mason Houseman, let me be honest with you. This win, it's like being the best player on the worst team. No one really gives a shit. So that's what I really think about it. But I'm going to tell you something. The Bandit is going to come back. The first lap Bandit's going to rise from the ashes, just like you saw with Paul Bear. Oh, yeah! To the Undertaker. I'm telling you right now, the first lap Bandit. Give me 2-3 weeks. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to show y'all a thing or two. I'm going to show you how the bump and run is done.
Oh, we definitely look forward to having you back, and we always love having your energy in here, and no less energy tonight from you. And we will see you in a few weeks. We definitely cannot wait to have you back on track.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is a first lap Bandit guarantee coming to you right here. To all of my fans, one of them being my mother, and well, the other one is probably my donkey named Sterling Marley. I'm going to tell you, I guarantee you when I come back, the Bandit, he's going to pull out a checkered flag. Get her done.
As usual, bold words from first lap Bandit, Mr. Derek Preston. Derek, we will see you when you get back, and there's just nothing else to say.
Get her done, baby.
Wow. It never fails with Derek, man. Wow. You heard it there. He said he's going to come back and he's going to win. It's plain and simple. And there's not really anything else. I don't even know what to say. Never do. I'll let it speak for itself because.
Hey, if you stuck around this long, I think you're in the same position we are. We're tired. We've been through a long race, an even longer finish. It seemed like the last 30 laps almost felt like they took an eternity. So, you know, it's just one of those days that a lot of guys are going to get mad about this. We're probably going to see some of this carry over for the rest of the season. Bristol's always a track where you make enemies that kind of follow you. So that's the one thing that we get from this moving forward, I'm sure. But you know, everyone ran a good race as much as they could, and it'll be interesting to see how this continues throughout the season. Tough for all the guys who didn't make it to the finish, but that's just short track race, as they say.
Yep, it's kind of one of those nights for some of those guys. We didn't expect to have everybody finish, and twists and turns all night long, all leading up to the big time win from Mason there at the end. He locks into the playoffs there, 5th in points. 5 winners in 5 races. So, I mean, next week we head to the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and judging out the first 5 weeks, you're not going to want to miss this one either. Last race for our All-Star break, which will be 2 weeks from now at the Rockingham Speedway. So you're not going to want to miss that one either. Really, it seems like every track we go to, we find something entertaining to put on track. And it's been a long one tonight, definitely. I hope you all have enjoyed it. And I know I always enjoy being up here. And same times next week, Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Wednesday, 8 o'clock, qualifying on Tuesday. Race on Wednesday.
Actually, I have to interject here. We have back-to-back special streams going to be coming up for everybody who is a fan of Full Pedal Jacket. This Saturday, we're going to be hosting our first round of Full Pedal Jacket Oval Madness. Looking at the 410s at Eldora, hosted by Tyler Bentley, followed by the next Saturday after we conclude our weekly race activities at Atlanta. We're going to be doing another Dale Cup 250 race, and I believe this time they're going to be pulling out the Gander outdoor trucks. So it's a little bit of a different content than what you're seeing. We're running the cup cars here, but it gets some good racing in. We've done a few early rounds of testing on it, so the next 2 weeks are going to be filled with Full Pedal Jacket streams if you're a fan of the channel and a fan of the content that we produce.
Yeah, definitely. I forgot about that on Saturday. You're going to want to show up for that. 410s at Eldora are always a good time. I definitely I love watching them. I love racing them, and you're not going to want to miss it. As we hit dirt for the first time this year for Oval Madness next week. Already talked about it Tuesday and Wednesday at Atlanta, and then Saturday back at Talladega with the trucks, the Dale Cup 250. And I'm telling you right now, you're not going to want to miss that stream. That's going to be a great race. The trucks produce incredible racing, and Steve and Zach always put on a good show, and we will be here to broadcast it for you. So we've been rejoined, but we're going to just kind of keep going here. I think that's all I've got for tonight. We've definitely said enough, I think, to go after this race.
Very much so. That will be it for us tonight. So thank you, as always, JCB Excavation, for sponsoring the league. So thank you to our friend Supreme Ape for helping us get going at the very beginning of the league. And this time, for myself, Peyton Jennings, league owner, race controller of Full Pedal Jacket, I have Dawson Big Hickory Wise joining me in the broadcast booth. We are glad to have you around, and we will see you later on this week. Have a nice night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.